Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to this special episode of Voice of Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have T Wright and 100% RC with us on this NFL draft day, man. What's going on, fellas?
It was good.
Not much, man. Flowers, he running a little bit late, but he'll be joining us soon to just dive into all this madness that we're probably gonna see tonight. So who's on the clock right now? What, the Bears?
Bears
on the clock, man. What you think? Caleb Williams already? No question. All right, see what you think.
Up here. Bill, what's up, Bill?
Who?
Belichick. I see Belichick with me. I'm watching my guy McAfee.
What you watching? What channel you watching?
This ESPN2. I guess that's what this is.
I'm watching NFL Network.
So man, listen. One of the most intriguing things about this draft tonight is that when the first domino falls, then it gets real crazy because I need somebody to answer to me why in the hell is North Carolina quarterbacks always in the conversation to be drafted high and none of them turn out to be good. It's just the weirdest thing ever.
I don't know, man. I guess, and they know they play in a pretty bad division, so it ain't like they putting up numbers against the SEC. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they be looking at the North Carolina quarterbacks. I guess kind of how mobile they are. You know, in today's NFL quarterbacks, you know, people love mobile quarterbacks now. That's the thing. Instead of the guy staying in the pocket. So,
Mr. Trubisky, yep. Am I glitching? Am I glitching?
No, you're not.
But Trubisky got drafted in a time where that wasn't the case. I still don't understand. So, and then you got Sam Howell, and now you got this kid. But I think the media do these kids a disservice. Like J.J. McCarthy, same thing. He's not better than Michael Penix Jr. If Michael Penix Jr. would have played for Michigan, we'd have blew the doors off of everybody. McCarthy didn't throw the ball none in the national championship game. So I don't know what these teams see.
From like I said, from what I heard about JJ, that it just is poise. They said he make quick reads. You know, that's huge in the NFL. You can get the ball at your hand like under 3 seconds, then that's golden. So that's what they like about him. They like his quick decisions, his accuracy, his ability to game manage, you know, the situations and stuff.
But this is the thing. How did you get that out of a combine with you're not playing 11 guys trying to take you down? Like watching the tape on J.J. McCarthy, the first play against Alabama, he threw an interception. The guy just stepped out of bounds. The first play. I'm talking about first play.
Yeah.
Interception, guy steps out of bounds. So it just shows you they can talk you up and down the draft board if they want you to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because who was that came out of nowhere? It was like it was last year, I think.
Richardson.
Nobody saw him. Who was it?
Richardson.
Yeah, AR, man. You know, he was showing greatness with Florida, right? He was showing glimpses, like okay, but he just had them lapses of inexperience or bad decision making. So he was up and down. So nobody just thought he would just be all world. Then next, soon the combine happened. Numbers jump out the chart. They coming up with stats for this guy. So I was just like, man, the media know what they're doing, huh?
The combine numbers get people every year.
Yeah, and they and that's what like somebody threw out some number I didn't even heard of. They're like, well, AR he tested one of the best combine numbers, as a generational type talent, and they put him up that his numbers up there with Cam Newton. So that's what all the rave was about because of his numbers, what they saw in him. And I was just like, dang, they had that stat where they keep track of guys that just jump out of the box like that. But AR, he's showing. I guess they weren't wrong. Well, I guess we'll see in year 2, but he showed glimpses of greatness in year 1. That's for sure. It's amazing how the Colts went this far with Minshew. When I think if they had AR, they'd probably be. Man, I wouldn't say AFC Championship game, but man, they would have made it close. They wouldn't have been an easy out for sure.
Let me tell y'all something. The Chargers have the number 5th pick.
Yes.
Don't be surprised if you see J.J. McCarthy get picked there and they trade Justin Herbert.
Man, there'll be some fools if they did that.
That's Jim Harbaugh's guy.
I can see them. I don't know, man. I can see them just beefing up the old line because Justin Herbert, man, he have all the measurables. He just having these dumb coaches run the mill OCs and everything.
Think about this, Justin Herbert. So Greg Roman has had Colin Kaepernick. Mm-hmm. He's had Lamar Jackson. He's never had a pocket pass. See that?
Mm-hmm.
So I can see them getting off of Justin Herbert. Man, how many times is T. Higgins gonna ask for a trade? How many times you can ask for a trade in 1 year?
I didn't know you can do that many times. I thought you had like at least three of them. You had 3 chances to ask. Man,
William, why the hell you ain't get a haircut, man? Like,
who is that?
Caleb Williams. Not, I don't know what he got going on with his hair. I mean, it's the draft, dog. I don't know.
All right, the Bears selection is in.
I'm ahead of y'all, then.
I just seen it.
Yeah, I just seen it too. Caleb Williams. I mean, that was easy. Yeah, you a little bit, a couple seconds ahead of us, but that's easy though because we saw them get rid of Justin Fields. We saw them bring in Keenan Allen, and they're bringing some more talent to booster up that offense, and it was just automatic they're gonna take Caleb Williams. You cannot pass on Caleb Williams after you passed up on Patrick Mahomes. You just can't do that, right?
Right.
So I feel like that was just an easy one, a give me, as I'll say. So RC, how you think the Bears gonna shape up, man, after getting that guy?
So 6'1", 215 pounds. He's shorter than I thought he was. So
yeah, I thought you like 6'3".
Automatically, instantly, I think they better because you get a veteran in Keenan Allen that's going to be able to, help him along. So he won't have to be out there with all young guys. You got a veteran receiver in Keenan. Then you got an emerging star on that offense in DJ Moore. They're going to run the football. The offensive line is better. I think he comes out and has a quick start to his career. But it's going to be all going to be based off of the experience of these guys. These guys are older. When nobody's talking about the quarterbacks that's in the draft, all of them are older guys. I don't see nobody struggling early unless you're on a really bad team. Now, if the Bears come out and have injuries and be typical Bears, okay, you can see him struggle. But Penix Jr. himself, Drake May, Bo Nix, all them guys are old, dude. They've been like, do you realize Jalen Daniels threw a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk over Diamador Lenore, who both been on the 49ers 2-3 years. So
that's crazy.
These guys are old. I mean, they're supposed to be doing what they're doing. So I think Caleb will be fine. Caleb will be fine. It's just like I said earlier, or a few episodes ago, are you getting with these Lincoln Riley quarterbacks? Are you getting Baker Mayfield or are you getting Jalen Hurts? Like, which one are you getting? Are you getting Jalen Hurts or are you getting Patrick Mahomes? Like, you're gonna hit or miss with one of them. You're gonna get somebody that's really good or really bad.
Well, we saw with Caleb Williams. You see, they were talking about how they wasn't that great. They was good, but they wasn't great with Caleb Williams. But we got to factor into the USC defense was terrible. I mean, they wasn't helping him out at all. So he was pressing more than anything to try to keep them in games. And it was amazing how they went that far without a defense. So that's telling me Caleb Williams, he have a really good chance of being in a position where he don't have to just be that guy. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to rely on him like that. Like they did with Justin Fields. Justin Fields carrying the offense. He was the running back and the quarterback. But now you have DJ Moore and Keenan Allen to take the pressure off you. Now DeAndre Swift added to the mix.
Yeah.
And that offense.
He's a more pure passer too. Sorry for cutting you off. He's a more pure passer.
And that's what the coach wanted. Who his name escaping me. Eberflus, right? Yeah, that's what he wanted. He wanted a more pure passers. That's why they did it to Justin Fields. He can't handle it. They threw all them plays and expanded the playbook, and Justin Fields came out and said, well, I'm in my own mind. I don't know what I'm seeing out there. So they were I think they were proof in the pudding to Eberflus, like, yeah, this is not what I really want. I want my guys to set the defense, to understand what's in front of him, to be able to if you need a change to play or do a option read or something, a hot option. So they getting that guy that I think the Bears going to be better for sure.
Has a rookie quarterback ever walked into a situation like this? Good?
It's comparable to that offense. Well, we haven't seen them together yet to say that they're good, but on paper, like you're saying, on paper, you can say, I think going back when Mahomes went to Kansas City, they had pieces around it, Jamal Charles, Dwayne. They had good players on that team. I don't think it's a different time, man. These guys, it's a different time. There are more better teams. Like these two teams here, the Bears and the Commanders, wasn't that far off. Like you look at the Commanders, they picked up Austin Eckler, Marcus Williams, Marcus Mariota, Austin Eckler, Zach Ertz, Tyler, the big center they got, Tyler somebody. I'm looking at the people that they added. Bobby Wagner. So they got, and they was already loaded on defense. They had good players on defense, so they're not that far off, man. Like, I can see them being good quick. And then you look at Kip Kingsbury as the offensive guy, and then the defensive guy, Dan Quinn. That's a good combination. So, that's why I've been saying y'all need in New Orleans. You need to have the defensive-minded head coach and go get you an offensive-minded, supposedly guru, and then just roll that way.
Well, we might have one in your guy that we got from the 49ers. His name is escaping me right now.
Listen, y'all.
Shanahan. No, not Shanahan. But Kubiak, yeah.
Your offense gonna look totally different. Watch how my favorite running back in the league, Alvin Kamara, look. He gonna look totally different playing the role of Christian McCaffrey because he's better than Christian McCaffrey because he's faster, bigger, younger, and you're gonna see him lining up and just don't line him up in the backfield. Put him in the slot. Ask him to do a lot of different things, man. Like open that offense up. Only thing about it is, can your quarterback learn that offense? Or would you be calling me sooner or later? Would you be calling me sooner or later asking me for my backup, whoever that is? Josh Dobbs. You want Josh Dobbs?
No, I do not want Josh Dobbs. You can keep Josh Dobbs. So right now, Washington's on the clock. We see them added Eckler, Jameson Crowder from the Jets. They added Zach Ertz to a 1-year deal. And like you mentioned, Bobby Wagner and Jeremy Chin and everything. So they added, they lost a lot in free agency, but they added some quality pieces to that team. In your mind, RC, what do you think Washington should do here?
They should take the next available old guy, David Daniels. I mean, And going back to Arizona State colors.
Yep.
He's going to play on the Cliff Kingsbury, so a lot of zone read, a lot of quick decision making, a lot of college friendly offense. He's going over there. He's got, Scary Terry over there, and Dotson, and guys over there that can play right off the bat. So he's going into the same situation like Chicago. Pretty good defense and some weapons on offense. So they should be good right off the bat. They my pick either to win the division or finish behind the Philadelphia Eagles. Cowboys taking a step back.
Well, we see Washington select Jaden Daniels. There was reports that Jaden Daniels didn't like what he saw when he visited them. I don't know if there was all hoopla or somebody put that out there or was him talking. But I'm curious to see how this is gonna work. New coach Dave Quinn, how they gonna surround the offense around Jaden Daniels, because like you said, Scary Terry, you've been having a carousel of quarterbacks come in and out, and we still haven't seen what he can do yet. And I just have questions about Jaden Daniels, man.
He's a skinny 6'4", 210. He's a very he don't look that tall.
Lean.
That big.
Did you see him stand next to Cam Newton? Cam Newton made it do like a average Joe. Yeah. That joint was crazy.
Yeah.
Tyler, how you feel about Jaden? Like, I don't think he's that great of a passer. Even though he threw for the yard, I don't think he's that great. I know he's good. He's a good dual threat, but I don't know if we can rely on his arm.
Yeah, that's my question with him too. His arm. I don't think he's that good of a dual threat to make a big difference in the league. But I'm big on, like, he played against some of the best defenses in college football. He's a baller.
Yeah, that's what he brings to the table, is dynamic ability, right? So he you gotta watch out for his arm and his legs, but I'm curious to see, can he make the right decision? Can he? Yeah. We know he has a big arm, but can he be accurate? A lot of guys, they come in here with big arms, but they're not very accurate. I want to see him be able to stand in the pocket too and make them tough decisions, them big time throws too. We saw Sam Howell do it, and without Scrusher. In my opinion, I feel like they had Scrusher when Sam Howell was playing. RC, how you feel about that?
I'm always iffy with the Commanders. I'm high on the Commanders, but then I'm always iffy, and the reason why is I'm watching highlights of this guy right now. He missed a lot of wide open throws, and he took a lot of unnecessary hits. Like, dude, it's a play against Florida State. Well, I see his soul leave his body. Like, he jumped in the air for no reason. He didn't try to jump over nobody. He just jumped up, and the linebacker, you can see him separate his soul. His soul went to the sideline before he did. So he can't do that in the National Football League. And then another thing I noticed is he runs before he passes. And so that's what's crazy about college football, man. And this guy won the Heisman Trophy. And I just don't see it. I mean, if it's an LSU fan watching, I want to make this clear. I ain't hating on you. I just don't see. And it just he don't look like RG3 to me. He just looks like an older guy playing against younger guys and just routine pass plays. I mean, it's nothing just, that's what was his signature Heisman play?
Doesn't have one.
Maybe like a Tyrod Taylor type, you know what I'm saying? But more explosive.
And Tyrod was really good in college.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. More he might be a Tyrod Taylor type.
I don't think he's that explosive.
Yeah, like we see him pulling away from defenders, but when I watch him run, he don't look fast. But I guess that sneaky speed that we talk about, the elusiveness. But you're right. When the pressure get in his face, he usually take off. He don't sidestep. He don't manipulate the pocket. In my eyes, that I feel like once he feel pressure, he goes.
Cliff Kingsbury took Kyler Murray, and we saw that experiment. Kyler was really good at times, and sometimes he struggled. So he's getting the same type of quarterback, just bigger. But I'm really, 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 it's one of those picks. It's like it could be really good or really bad. We know in this draft we're gonna have a Trey Lance and a Zach Wilson. We just don't know who it's gonna be.
I feel like Sam Howell sold promise.
Yeah. They got off him too quick. Who he end up? Where he end up? Seattle.
Was it? Yeah, Seattle. Seattle.
So the Patriots take Drake May. I'm early on this side. My ESPN app and my TV. Drake May.
Well, yeah. If you see the pick come in, just tell us, cause I'm late on mine.
This is my question about Drake May. Like, bro, like seriously, I'm gonna post this on social media. Can y'all please explain to me why teams keep taking quarterbacks out of North Carolina? It has not worked. Like, it's not going to work. I wouldn't go to New England to play quarterback ever in life for a little while. Let's swing it around. But I mean, I watched the kid. I just wasn't impressed with him either. That might be why J.J. McCarthy think he better than all these dudes, man. These dudes ain't just
they ain't world beaters. They ain't
nah.
like in my eyes, they ain't like franchise quarterback, maybe. Like Drake May, what do we really know about him? You know what I'm saying? What, from the highlights, and I didn't watch so many Drake May
I'm gonna tell you who you remind me of, y'all. Drew Lock.
Yeah.
White guy with a lot of swagger. Got a lot of brother. He ain't got to have a lot of brother in it, but he got a little urban side to him. He's been hanging out with the bros. He got that type of swagger about him over there at UNC. And it's Drew Lock. Drake Lay, Drew Lock, same thing.
Same thing.
He passed for a lot of yards over there, though.
Mm-hmm.
My question is though, how does he fit the Patriots? Like, what is the Patriots' identity? What is the identity over there?
If you playing against Syracuse, Boston College, you know, I mean, damn,
Syracuse.
They ain't world beaters over there. You playing against Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Boston College, but damn Drake.
What do you think, Jerry Mayo? Like I said, they really don't have nothing over there with the Patriots. So, are they gonna be a run first team? Are they gonna really rely on Drake May? I want to say dual threat ability, but on his athleticism, is he gonna be more that type of guy where he just kind of make things happen, or are they gonna show stability in New England? And I'm hoping
30 pounds.
How what?
30 pounds. They say he's 6'4", 230. If
he's
230, I'm 215. My god dog himself. Like I'm 6'5".
He sound like the guy in Tennessee. That's what he sound like. Will Levis. He sound like Will Levis. I'm curious to see how this works for New England. I don't know, man.
I'm watching him one of his plays. He throws in double coverage a lot.
He threads the needle a lot. He pushed the ball. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying?
They passed. He's not going.
What you say?
They passed the ball a lot, so I feel like he got more chances to. I hope, like, if he gets to the Patriots, I wonder if he's gonna take chances like that.
And they say he's quick to come off his receiver. It's like he give up on the receiver too quick. Like he don't get the ball. So Belichick is breaking him down right now. He's showing good throw, bad throw, and Belichick is showing the good throw. It's in double coverage. He's throwing the needle, but he pointed out he reads the play. It takes him a long time to read the play. So that's crazy. They got Belichick breaking him down on Pat McAfee. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
I might need to check out Pat McAfee. A lot of these guys
find that channel.
Yeah, I need to find that channel. God, these guys, man, they don't Kurt Warner speaking right now.
So check if it's not on ESPN2. Check. You can like go on YouTube and type and see if the Pat McAfee show. But I don't know if Pat McAfee.
Well, the Cardinals on the clock right now. Who you think they're gonna take, Tyler? Well, they Marvin Harrison when they need a receiver, and Dallas Turner right now from Alabama, the edge. Which one you take?
Which one would you think they need first?
Receiver. They gonna have to keep up in that division, scoring points. That's just plain simple. If you ain't putting points on board, then you're in a bad position. With the Rams and the 49ers, you got to score. Oh, what you gonna say, RC?
So they lost Marquise Brown, Rondé Moore. So they lost a lot of production there. So they got to go receiver to give Kyler help. They got a young guy there right now that is emerging. I forgot his name. He's really good. But yeah, you got to go receiver here because
you talking about that receiver for the Cardinals?
Arizona. Yeah, they got a McBride, the tight end. He has emerged, and they
Oh
got a
yeah.
receiver that's emerging. But I think here you got to go receiver. I mean, take the best player available. You don't need a quarterback, so that's out of the picture. You wouldn't take a running back. You definitely wouldn't take a defender here. You take the best player. You take the guy with the
Did
big
you?
name.
I didn't know the Cardinals acquired Desmond Ritter. I didn't know that. Tyler, you know all about Desmond Ritter. I love playing against that guy. He gonna throw it to the other team every time, man. So the Cardinals, man, they definitely need a receiver here. Marvin Harrison would be ideal for Kyler to help that offense out because they've been struggling.
Yeah, they just
These
selected
past few
Marvin
seasons.
Harrison.
Yep, Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison, 6'3", 209.
Smaller. He looks bigger than Drake May, and he looks bigger than Jalen Daniels, but he's smaller.
That's crazy. Something ain't right.
Drake May or Marvin?
Marvin. They say Marvin's small, but man, Marvin looks like he part of the Migos or something. Like, Marvin, like he got a rap album coming out.
You know what advice Marvin Harrison gave his son?
What's that?
Ask for the damn ball.
Yo, ask for the ball.
You know what's crazy though? So the tough part about watching these guys come in with that name, that last name, I heard my heart goes out to him, man. Because if your dad is a Hall of Famer, dude, it's a lot of pressure on you. And so you got Harrison Jr., you got Jerry Rice's son gonna be in this draft. Seeing those guys come in the league, you just gotta stay on the team, bro. You gotta just, it's kind of like Bronny James. That's a lot of pressure, man. Like,
yeah,
his daddy was a Hall of Famer, so it's a lot of pressure on him. I want to see him.
You gotta get through the trenches, man. Yeah. With your daddy's name. don't bring dishonor to the family.
Bad if
you run into a guy and you say, you know, you got a DB that's over you and he hollers, "Hit me down like your daddy used to." You know, but the Chargers are on the clock. I did not know J.K. Dobbins was with I see what Jim Harbaugh was doing. Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, I see what you doing, Jim Harbaugh. You ain't fooling me.
You ain't trying to tap into that Baltimore well.
No, what he doing, brother? He finna come in and run the crap out the football again. That's why I say I don't think Justin Herbert will be there.
I think Justin Herbert, he'll miss well with that because when I saw from last year, they put him in harm's way. They had him throwing him way too much, man. They needed to take some pressure off of him. They'll make it feel like he had to do everything.
You just took his receivers. So right here, I think if they don't do anything stupid, right here, you take the best receiver. You take
Malik
Neighbors.
You take him. Yes. Yeah. You basically have that Joe Burrow and Chase connection if you give Herbert Neighbors. I mean, that's just smart football. That's just a smart decision in general. I mean, get a man a younger body. We saw Keenan Allen was breaking down. What's that?
Here's the joke. It says, and this is serious, it's hire new head coach, 2024 national champion Jim Harbaugh, go Blue, who is currently living in a freaking RV. Like, that dude is crazy. That dude is crazy, bro. These Marvin Harrison highlights, it's transcending. Like, when I'm watching dude, bro, dude is a dog. Like it's, I don't know if it was the competition he was playing against, but the getting off the ball and the dude pulling his jersey, he's still catching the ball.
All hands.
Mm-hmm.
He keep the ball away from his body. That's just good football,
it's the contested catch for me. Like, dudes is running into him, pass interference, still catching him.
Flowers, what you think about that Marvin Harrison to the Cardinals?
Breaks my heart to be in that point. But
Oh
congratulations to
man.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yes, indeed.
Great pickup
Kyler
for the
got
Cardinals, man. You take the best available right there. Kyler Murray
Yep.
don't got anybody to throw it to, man. They got a boatload of draft picks. Why not take the best available player at the moment?
I'm,
And you can take some defensive players. I think they got another first round draft pick. Just take another guy later on and just continue to build a team.
I'm gonna tell you. So we do good and bad, like strengths and weaknesses. I'm gonna tell you what Marvin's weakness is watching his highlights play right now. I think he gets bored. I think he that's what his dad is talking about. His dad was a dog and demanded the ball. It's like Marvin, I'm gonna put up my book 150, 125, and like I could get 200. I can see some place like, bro, he's so much better than the DB. Even going against Michigan's best cornerback Johnson, he like gives up on plays. Like they just showed Johnson pick him off, but it was because Marvin kind of jogged to the route and kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was tired. I don't know if it's like, but he conceded. Like it's Randy Moss-ish. If I'm not involved, I'll take some plays off. And they just pointed out, Belichick pointed it out. Like sometimes he looked like he just is not interested in fighting for the ball, and sometimes he looked like he does. So,
well, he gonna get top notch corners every Sunday, so he better bring it. he can't be pulling that.
He better not play with his daddy. His daddy quiet, but he'll
he get on his head.
No,
that's for sure.
His daddy a bona fide killer. Let's see.
Chargers they still on the clock right now.
They
lost a lot.
He in the RV. He in the RV. He in the RV. Look here, bro.
But the like I said earlier, they lost Austin Eckler, they lost Joshua Kelly, Keenan Allen, Jalen Gotton, Mike Williams, Gerald Everett.
Who's with Chicago, right? Everett went to Chicago.
He went to the Bears.
Yeah, Caleb Williams.
They lost a lot. They lost a lot on defense. I know Kenny Murray. This must went on the radar, but Kenneth Murray went to the Titans, and I didn't know it. I didn't see that.
The Titans is they quietly doing something over
there. The Chargers have lost a lot. They let a lot of guys walk, man. So I'm trying to see what can they do to get back in this fight. They're gonna have to bust up.
Build the ground up, man.
That's what they're gonna have to do.
They're going to build it in the image of Jim Harbaugh, and they're going to be competitive this year, I promise you, because he's going to do one thing: he's going to run the ball and play defense. His team's they're not going to win the division, and it might not be the 49er turnaround that he had that quick because he's in a tough division, but they're going to be in every game, dog. They're going to fight.
They need to. I bet the Chargers get one on Michigan running backs in the top of the first or second.
It came out yesterday or Tuesday that they was saying that Harbaugh was eyeing Blake Corum.
Yeah.
They need it for sure. Cause who's the running backs now? Like you said, Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. You can't, man. Do they have grass in LA in the Charger Stadium?
Yeah. No. What is that?
No, that's turf.
Oh man, JK.
Boy,
no. Was that turf in Baltimore too? JK was playing on?
No grass.
No, that was grass, man.
Dang, man.
About the way Baltimore played it, then he got hurt.
It was every year with an ACL for him.
So wait. So this is what I would do. Harbaugh likes to run the football, and that offensive line is trash.
Yep.
So why not start building on that now? Because you drafted a receiver last year from TCU, who's a kid that didn't really get an opportunity.
1 year.
He got a lot of opportunities. He had a lot of drops.
Yeah, they just took the lineman. They just took Joe off. I knew they were gonna do that. He want to run the football. He want to run the football.
Elite neighbors.
I actually thought they might have traded down to get more picks. I'm actually shocked they didn't trade down.
That damn Harbaugh is very unconventional, bro. But he stay true to his guns. He's running the football, man.
He don't care who's there. Believe neighbors can change the offense. That's for sure.
But they can get a receiver though in the later rounds.
How do you neutralize a great quarterback?
Run the ball.
Pass rush.
So the pass rush, and then your offense need to be on the field. Their offense to stay over there. And so this is a good play for him, because that's the problem with Herbert. He didn't have a lot of time this year either, bro. So that's a good pickup.
No, he didn't.
This is another school. He slide off to the right tackle, so you got to be protected on both edges.
This another school, man, that I'm tired of seeing teams pick players for them and they suck in the National Football League. We picked Mike Glenn. Notre Dame. Their players never really pan out.
Their linemen usually are pretty good.
Yeah, they always produce good linemen, but the other part, not so much. Hold on, what was the tight end from Notre Dame? A couple years ago. Yeah, was it last year?
Mayer.
Last year.
Yeah, with the Raiders, Mayer.
Michael Mayer.
Yeah. Well, he's still young, so we don't know what he can do yet. But Notre Dame, like I said, they usually put out a good lineman. That's for sure. I bet the Giants on the clock. Let's see what did they pick up.
So
in the off season.
Brian Burns.
Go ahead, RC.
Brian Burns got $85 million. John Runyon, Devin Singletary. I like what they did. They got a guard in Aaron, whatever his name, Jermaine, whatever his name, offensive tackle, I want to bruise his name, and then Jalen Mills. I like what they did. They boost their offensive line. My problem is, do you take Daniel? Do you go with a quarterback? Because Daniel Jones, man, he coming off a neck injury and a torn ACL. Like
that ship has sailed for them to take a quarterback. They put all that stock. They put all that stock in Daniel Jones. So guess what, guys? Y'all stick with Daniel Jones. Y'all let Saquon Barkley walk. So you might well gonna stick to it. You're right. So this is what you do. You take Malik Neighbors. You sign a whole bunch of linemen in the off season to shore that up. So you bring in receivers, man. Who's the best one there? Slayton, and that's it. Dan Waller having a midlife crisis right now. He divorced his wife. Now he's trying to pursue a rap career. So the dude going through it.
What? Wait a minute. What happened?
Yeah, he divorced Kelsey Plum a couple days ago.
Wait a minute. Let me go off camera, man, because you said we're going to go viral for what I got.
Yeah,
I got it out. What in the world, man? You dropped the bag. That woman, man, listen, man. Hold on, man. That woman took a chance on you, Ike. Dude, you was recovering from everything. You recovered from everything, and she decided to be with you, do that, all of that, and you divorcing her? She got to be him, dog. Ain't no way.
Yeah, man. He trying to pursue that rap career. It don't look right having a white wife and he trying to pursue a rap career.
Hold on, bro. Let me come off the screen. Don't listen. Wait a minute, man.
That ain't good for the streets, bro.
Man, look. Listen, bro. I want you to stop me with what you just said. That's crazy. But I'm trying to figure out if I don't want to put the man, talk about what the man was struggling with, because everybody's struggling with something. But, this woman wanted to be with you, do all of that, and you still do you hear me? God, you're not going to find another Kelsey Plum that's going to go through the fire with you, literally. Like, you're going to find somebody to come late with you, but you ain't going to find nobody to stay with you. Man, look. And Kelsey Plum is a looker.
He is.
I mean, listen, man, I'll tell you something, man. Like, he done. I ain't even mad. Look, man, that's crazy. I can't believe what Ben said. Ben, you got to come back on the screen, man. I can't believe what you said. Not only is he pursuing a rap, but you can have a white wife if you a rapper.
No, it ain't giving no street cred.
Oh, man,
you ain't got to be down. You got to be down for the hood, bro.
No, you don't.
Struggle and all.
Malik Neighbors is going to the Giants. That's a good pickup.
Yep, I knew it. I mean, they don't have no receivers. I mean, that was the main complaint. Okay, maybe Daniel Jones didn't have nobody to throw to. That's why he holding on the ball longer than usual. Nobody getting open. So now you can't use that excuse anymore. You bring in a rookie that has a Jamar Chase upside, and if he still can't get it done, then move on.
You drafted a receiver last year from Tennessee, speed guy. Do still have Slayton.
Oh, Hyatt.
You still do that. Waller. You know what I'm saying is Dallas and that division is falling back. So Philadelphia on paper look like they will run away with it, but it's really wide open because the Giants beat Philadelphia handily.
Running away is a strong word. I don't think the Eagles will be running away with that.
Yeah, because they did get beat handily, soundly by the Giants.
So you bring up Hyatt earlier. How do you feel like he did his rookie year?
Didn't do much because he didn't have nobody throwing the ball. To be honest, I didn't watch that many Giant games, so I can't really tell you. If somebody got the numbers, that'll tell you. But I'm looking at the upside to Neighbors, and the downside is you could be either getting Chase or you could be getting Marshall, who came out a few years from LSU when they had all the receivers come out. So just depends on every receiver that come out of LSU ain't just gonna be great as Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. That's some big shoes. So I hope he does. I want the kid to do well.
Like, all right, so let's look at this record wise. I know we don't have a schedule in front of us, but Flower for the Giants. Do you think they can make a leap into a winning record this year?
Early on, I'm saying no. I think they still got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
a lot of good teams in the NFC that they compete against, especially in the division. I mean, they might finish third or fourth in the division. I mean, I'm not about to sit there and say they're going to compete for the NFC East. I see that being Eagles, Dallas still in a sense, and the Commanders. I think the Commanders are definitely a better team.
Hey,
go ahead.
No, my bad. Adam Peters come from 49. He with the Commanders. I just want to slide this in there. They're gonna be good, man. They're gonna build a roster. I don't know if they're gonna compete with them, but I think they got the right guy. I'm looking at it right now. Come on, man. I'm a slick Commanders. I'm pulling for y'all like I did for the Lions till I got them right. Nah, I hate the Lions. Go ahead, my bad, bro.
Man, I don't know. Watching, like you say, I seen Dan Quinn in Atlanta, and it wasn't just him. It was Kyle Shanahan, really, that just really revolutionized that offense. That defense was okay, but it was really the offense that carried Atlanta for them.
You can't knock him for making a great hire in Atlanta.
Right, yeah. Nah, I was just saying that I watched Dan Quinn. He just never seemed like the type of guy I was just like always scared of his team, you know.
Hey, just say that doesn't come out the blue, you know. He's had success.
He was kicking y'all ass. Wait a minute.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was. You need to go check our record versus Atlanta.
Listen, bro. I'm saying Dan Quinn under when he was with the Falcons, that turnaround was quicker than most people thought it was going to be. They were pretty good. Like they really. I mean, bro, they beat some good teams like that. The way they beat Green Bay to get to the Super Bowl. I mean, they wasn't close. Like they were. Like I think it's a good mesh to have a good DC and a good OC on the same team. You know, you can focus on that side of the ball. I can focus on this side of the ball. So I think Washington, man, especially when they get the Redskin logo back, it's coming back.
It's coming back. Yeah, that Washington Commanders thing is killing the organization right now. It's terrible.
Washington football team.
I like the Washington football team more than anything than the Commanders. You know, that sounds like a UFL team or whatever. Yeah. All right, so the Titans on the clock.
That's a lot of tradition you snatched out of there, man. That's Sean Taylor.
Yeah, you just can't do that. All right, Titans on the clock. We saw Will Levis take over this past season. Derrick Henry has left the building. They lost a lot of people on the defense side of the ball. So, Flowers, what do you think they should look to?
You got to protect Will Levis. I'm quite sure they probably draft a tackle. I'd be shocked if they didn't. Outside of drafting a tackle, if they want to go defense, I can see them maybe try to go for the best pass rusher that's available, but my money's probably on. I think they go offensive line. If not that, you give them another weapon in Brock Bowers or something like that. But I really think it'll be offensive line.
Like they have a lot of holes, man. Titans,
Who?
they
The Titans?
they got holes on the O line, corners. But they did get a linebacker in free agency, but if you count Calvin Ridley, going to Tennessee. But other than that, they almost like the Giants. They need a little bit of everything, to be
I
honest.
beg to differ, brother. I beg to differ. They got 2 cornerbacks in free agency. Sneed and a Woozy. What is it? What's how you pronounce it?
Awuzie.
Then they got a linebacker in Kenneth Murray who's legit. Then they go out and get Tony Pollard, but then they already had Dalen Burks. So I feel like they ain't the Giants. Only thing is,
Giants defense is better though.
yeah. Now that they added Brian Burns next to Thibodeau, that's gonna be boy. You're right, Flowers, about running away. I don't know what I'm talking about, which way I'm running. Because you got.
But my thing is with the Titans though, they literally bring in Tony Pollard, who's just the same as the other running back. I mean, yeah, Tajay Spears. He's younger, so why you bring in Tony Pollard?
To compliment when he goes off the field, you don't lose anything.
I mean, you don't lose it. I think they really want. I think they really want to throw the ball, so they want Pollard and Tajay. They both can catch the ball. I think they don't want to change the pace when one come out.
Is that a good? But that's a good scratching for Will Levis.
They took a line.
What you say? They took who? Dallas Turner?
No, they took J.C. Latham from
Alabama.
Oh, from Alabama.
Yeah, tackle. See?
They took a tackle.
Yes. He needs it. They need somebody to protect his blind.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I just seen him choke slam somebody. It's crazy. Like who?
I hope you don't be like.
I thought that Harbaugh would have took Latham. That's a Harbaugh guy right there.
That's a Harbaugh guy. That's a great.
And I thought Tennessee would have slipped and got Joe out, but it's vice versa.
Yeah. Latham is a rogue. Like he's a left tackle, but he's hell in the run too.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like you said, they trying to run the ball, so they trying to get everything going out there. But Tennessee, who's the new coach for Tennessee? I forgot who it was.
Brian Callahan,
from Cincinnati.
Brian Callahan.
So we already know what Cincinnati do well. They can run the ball and they can protect. They took them a while to protect Joe Burrow, but they like throw the ball, run the ball. So it's gonna be a well balanced thing with Tennessee. And I don't know what they have in the second round, but like I said, it's plenty of receivers to go get, especially for Tennessee. You brought up Burks. Burks is a disappointment.
You got D-Hop, you got
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley been a disappointment. So I'm gonna be curious to see what Titans do this year. All right, who's on the clock right now? Atlanta. Atlanta's next.
This kid is 6'6".
What do you say, RC?
6'6", 360, and will undertake a choke slam your ass. And then the one thing I noticed about him, he cleaned up his area. Like he finishes his blocks. And I'm watching the Michigan highlight, and my best nose tackle Graham, he's still blocking him. He's still blocking him right now. He's still blocking him, y'all. Like this dude finishes his blocks. He plays through the whistle, and I like that. But what he's doing to some of the best defenders in college football, it is embarrassing. Yeah.
That's a good pickup.
But you can get him. He gets beat inside, and it shows my second best defensive player beat him handily by going inside on him. Yeah.
So all saving players while you can. This is the last go around.
Yeah, the last. That's it. That's it in the form, right? That's all they producing. So Atlanta's on clock.
Go ahead, my bad.
Atlanta's on clock right now. We saw what they did in all season, adding Kirk Cousins, bringing in that guy, getting rid of Ritter.
What did Ritter do?
He went to
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yes. Man, that's crazy.
Yes,
for Rondale Moore, Arizona, you got robbed. It said traded Desmond Ritter to Arizona for Rondale Moore. Like who did that?
Yeah, I didn't know they had Rondale Moore in the trade package. Man, Atlanta basically finessed them.
So here's a fun fact about Raheem Morris, and I want y'all to hear me out on this with Raheem Morris. I'm all for hiring black coaches, but Raheem Morris was an interim coach in Atlanta in 2020. Okay, we know 2020 was a crazy year, but Raheem Morris was also the coach in Tampa Bay. Raheem Morris, he's just like he's a great value version of Mike Tomlin. If you ever listen to him talk, everything is to the point. It's like it sounds good. It's like telling the girl everything she wants to hear and then can't deliver. You know what I'm saying? Can he deliver? Can he I mean, because the sound bites is amazing. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna run a tight ship. We're gonna guys. I mean, has the script, the Bible scriptures, the quotes. He has everything in his bag when he's talking to you, and then does it. And so, Atlanta is got a Kirk Cousins that's there. They're paying him $100 million, and you got talent like Bijan Robinson and Drake London and Kyle Pitts. So the weapons are there. My question is Raheem Morris is, will it translate? Will they buy in? Because he has a college-like coaching style. And so who is his OC? You know, he's a defensive guy. So who is his OC? And, you know, because we know he's going to play defense.
His OC is that young guy from turning on my mind just went blank.
Actually brought somebody from the Rams with him.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know. Keep talking. I can look that up for you.
But
so, Flowers, how you think the Lions gonna be this year? You think you haven't win the division?
I mean, you got to kind of show them in for the leaders of the division, just with the addition of Kirk Cousins and just the company that they have now. I mean, just watching them play last year, it's like they were just a grown-up piece of weird quarterback from actually being pretty legitimate. Now with the pick, I probably would give Raheem Morris a piece. I probably would give Byron Murphy, the defensive tackle from Texas. You got Jared Verse. I mean, the Falcons need a pass rush. You know, continue building on the pass rush. I think their linebacker core is pretty good. The secondary is pretty good. Just add on to the pass rush, whether it's the Verse kid from Florida State, whether it's Dallas Turner from Alabama, whether it's Byron Murphy from Texas. You continue to add on to the pass rush. But the offensive side, it's pretty set.
Yeah, the Falcons, they look pretty scary right now. I ain't gonna lie. We saw Arthur Smith just not know how to get the ball to the playmakers. Like, how in the world you treat Bijan Robinson like that and you drafted him that high? Like, come on. So we saw a lot of incompetence in Atlanta, but I feel like Raheem Morris, he's not gonna make the same mistakes. He gonna let his OC do his thing, implement his system, and you know how the Rams play ball, so they're gonna do a good job of spreading the teams out and getting Bijan Robinson in space, which the Falcons didn't do last year. He gonna have more catches. His catches gonna be up this year.
Imagine Bijan on that McVay's system.
Right. And McVay's down there. He's down there with great value versions of running back too. He never really had a good running back in his offense. That just
Gurley.
He had Gurley.
Yeah, he had Gurley in his later
years. Yeah, that's why I was afraid they would get. Hey, bro, I got a shocker for y'all. I don't want to spoil. I want to let y'all see what just happened. You ain't gonna believe this, man. This don't make no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm on ESPN app. I'm on. Oh, Michael Penix Jr. What in the
You
world?
see that? Holy shit!
What?
Like, it's a possibility that he beats out Kirk Cousins. He can beat out Kirk Cousins. Kirk gonna be hurt anyway.
Whoa!
Wow,
What?
that's not a bad pick though.
It's not. It's a great pick, but it don't make sense. You just gave a guy
It
$100
don't
million.
make sense. You just pay him all that money.
That's right.
It made better sense. It
It
made better sense for New Orleans to take Michael Penix Jr.
The Raiders
Then the
I'm
Falcons.
surprised that the Raiders didn't trade up.
This is my favorite pick in the draft. I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh my
This
goodness.
dude is highly underrated.
He's talented, bro.
This dude against Michigan, time and time again, his receivers failed him over and over and over. This guy, J.J. McCarthy, if you can hear me, is really a quarterback that plays from the pocket and can throw it. He's an older guy too. And what I like about it, man, he battled back from all those injuries. But this is a mind-blowing pick for Atlanta.
They had a chance to.
I'm sorry. This was actually, I heard this the other day that there was a possibility of Atlanta taking Penix. So I'm not really shocked. Surprised, but not shocked.
My thing is, they could have had a chance to boost that receiving core.
He's already old now,
10.
though. He's 24 now. You sit 2 years, he's 26.
Well, that makes me wonder what's up with Cousins. Like, I kind of think it's a reach in a sense.
It is because how the Falcons were setting themselves up were
why sign Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. They had a chance to add more pieces either on the defense side of the ball or on the receiving core, right?
I mean, they signed Moody. They brought in Rondale Moore.
Yeah,
you got Romaduzier there. You got
Romaduzier. Romaduzier beating out Rondale Moore and Donna Mooney.
See, I'm shocked that nobody has traded up into the top. Well, I mean, all the quarterbacks are pretty much gone though. It would have been New England or something like that. Once they took Drake May, that probably, set the draft in.
Dude, listen to me, man. Let me tell you how crazy this pick is. This kid, you could have got this kid later on.
It don't make no sense. Most of them say you just paid Kirk Cousins all that money just to draft a QB anyway. Like, unless it's not even insurance. This is not even an insurance guy.
Okay, he's been in the league 12 years. He's been in the league 12 years. But you could have took the money that you gave to Kirk if you had plans on drafting a quarterback and when he really built your roster.
Yes. They could have went edge here. Atlanta could went edge here. They need another edge rusher.
I don't think Michael Penix needs to sit a year. I think he can come in and play day one.
Listen to me, man. Just like drafting Michael Jordan, listen, while having Kobe Bryant, or drafting Kobe Bryant while having Michael Jordan. Like, you draft the need not far as players, not great players, but you draft in the same position. You picked up Kobe Bryant in the offseason, then you picked up Michael Jordan in the offseason, then you draft Kobe Bryant. Mike has been in the league 12 years, but you're bringing in a guy to play his position, but Mike it's only the 12th year. And so $100 million to a quarterback that, has to look over his shoulder now, I believe Penix can beat him out. Like, this is what I call, how in 2K they have a 3-level score? This is a 3-level passer. This guy can do it at all 3 levels. Like Drake May, he's better than Drake May in my opinion. But the Bears just took
Aduzier?
Oh my goodness, the Bears.
That makes sense. That makes sense. You already have Keenan Allen. He's older now, so when Keenan Allen, yes, when Keenan Allen's gone, Romaduzier still gonna do their DJ Moore. Come on now. I like this pick. Bears looking really good,
the NFC
man.
North, man. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one.
Packers, like, all right, these guys get a new stadium. Now they gonna get a new stadium. Then they getting Caleb. They have Caleb Williams. And
what about Minnesota? What does Minnesota do now?
Nothing.
Or JJ McCarthy.
Right. If you Minnesota, you have to.
That's good for Minnesota because they number they pick 11. The Jets are next. So if they want JJ McCarthy, they can get JJ McCarthy right here, and they still have another first round pick. So that's a win. If it goes that way, that's a win for Minnesota. Or JJ or Bo Nix, however they want to do that.
If I'm Minnesota, I go Bo Nix.
The Jets just traded with the Vikings.
I don't know why.
They're going to take JJ McCarthy.
But I mean, why? I mean, unless somebody else is about to trade into that spot, like why trade with the Jets and lose value with another pick, just moving up one spot when you could have just probably stayed.
Right, it's still been the same thing. Yeah, these getting wild already. That's crazy, man.
Okay, now I know. Well, I want to talk about the Jets. Now we got to talk about Minnesota. But I want to say something about the Jets real quick.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if the Jets do the right thing for the organization and not do right by Aaron Rodgers. And when I say that, protect him. Take an offensive lineman. Don't go weapon hunting.
Yeah, and take Brock Bryers here.
I mean, you could. I mean, that's fine, but
yeah.
Look, and I know people were saying, I know, right, Mikey? Yeah. I thought y'all would have took Byron Murphy Jr. Byron Murphy, defensive tackle, or Burns or somebody like that. But I don't know, man. I guess they.
It got me flustered, man. Now, like seeing Michael Penix go here. Then the Jets trade with the Vikings. Like I'm trying to gather what's going on, man. Like what y'all seeing that y'all think y'all had a trade back? The Vikings had switch spots, which I don't know.
Well, unless somebody like the Denver want to trade.
You gotta in a draft, you gotta have dummies. You gotta have big dummies. You gotta have big dummies. And right now, Big Dummy Award goes to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah,
and. If the Minnesota Vikings take J.J. McCarthy with the number 10 pick, watch my reaction because I'm a big-time Michigan fan, and I'm a big-time realist when it comes to my team and play. I don't give a damn if you play for me. If you can't play, I'm going to say out loud you can't play. And this dude, if he get drafted this high, and he did nothing in college football to deserve being drafted this high, he is not Anthony Richardson. He's not. He's not that, bro. I'm telling you. He's J.J. McCarthy. That's it. That's all he is. He almond milk. Okay? He almond milk.
He's just JJ, huh? It's just JJ. That's all it is.
He's almond milk. They tell you, hey, it's better for you than regular milk. They done made it out of almonds, but it's just almond milk. It's gonna kill you just like the regular milk. It ain't gonna do nothing more special than the other milk. It's still wet the cereal. He's not something that's transcendent. He's not something that they took JJ McCarthy. It's some move. Hey, my partner's a Viking fan. I'm finna tell him, bro, this is the worst pick ever. JJ McCarthy got picked that high. Boy, I tell you, they just picked Zach Wilson.
No, bro, don't do that.
There's no way JJ McCarthy should be taken. This is a horrible pick, bro. This is a horrible pick. I'm pissed because.
So who did you want them to take? Drake May?
For every freaking year, the draft does this. They have a guy that goes up the draft because somebody. This is Trey Lance. That's who this is. Well, I know my partner upset. I'm gonna look. This is horrible, man.
Oh man,
So the
that's
Vikings
crazy.
did take JJ.
Yes, they took JJ here. I'm on
And
the
Bill,
ESPN
I
app.
think
They're
they
not
will
Belichick
updating
go
says,
to
this
the
fast.
Rams or something, man.
Belichick says there's not much not to like about it. Quick release. And he
Yeah.
does have a quick release. Okay.
That's what they want.
I'm watching it. But bro, he wasn't asked to play quarterback a lot. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why I
I
told you,
mean,
RC, earlier.
he
That's what they
looks
were
the
looking
part.
at.
He looks the part, and it's
he does.
it's going off of what they think he can
He
become.
does,
Of
man.
course.
Most unknown said this needs to be said. Hannah, a 30-something-year-old quarterback that's coming off of ACL surgery is insane. What happens if Kirk Cousins plays great? You want Penn Jr. to assist for 4 years? And that's what I'm about to allude to earlier, for the Jets traded and everything, that Kirk Cousins gonna come out here and play amazing. He gonna be that regular season quarterback, right? Until playoff time, then you might see something different. But other than that, Kirk Cousins is known to put up great numbers during the season. So I don't know. I don't get why they took Penn Jr. So JJ, like I mentioned about him earlier, RC, they're high on the quick release, is able to read, go through his progression, read defenses, and that's what they want quarterbacks, the guys
But you
that they
saw
can
him
have
do
a
this.
quick release.
You saw him do this. Okay, if you watch the national championship game, just be real. The only reason why I watched them was close because we didn't throw the ball at all. You listen, bro. Let me tell you something. They had a game against Penn State. They didn't throw the ball none in the second half. How is a guy who in one game, didn't throw the ball at all? How is he getting drafted at 10?
That's a good
Hey,
question, man.
he had a great hype man in Harbaugh.
Boy, I tell
We
you,
can say
man,
that.
JJ McCarthy is not a top 10 quarterback in the National Football League.
And he went to the draft. He had great interviews. And the talk, it's like when you get to talking about somebody, man, that buzz, it moves people up, man.
But look, the first play against Alabama, and I said this early on the show, first play, Rose Bowl, first offensive drive, first play, Flowers, first play, interception. Guy steps out of bounds, but he throws it right to the guy. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Give him a short field. And so when I watch him, I see a lot of, listen, man, I love Brock Purdy. But this guy, to me, misses a lot of throws. His guys bailed him out a lot. Like those two tight ends, Roman Wilson, those guys going up getting passes. It's like, I just don't understand it, bro. When they find one they like, they stay on
it. Let me say something in his defense. Let me defend him. I don't want to be so one-sided. I think that they see JJ McCarthy as a guy that can just be someone that manages everything, and how Minnesota is set up. That's all they need. And he doesn't have to play, off the rip. He can sit, they can wing him along, then they can bring him in later. Because if you look at Minnesota, they do have a lot of good offensive pieces, pretty good offensive line. They have everything that the kid needs to succeed. He just needs to let the game slow down, understand it. And they don't need him to be, almighty Joe or anything like that. They just need him to come in and, probably do the same thing he did at Michigan, but you just ask him a little more. He'll be throwing to Jefferson, he'll be throwing to Addison. You got TJ Hawkinson, you got all these weapons. So, we do have to look at it from that aspect. He will be playing with better talent on a different level. Let's see if the way he plays and his decision making translates, to this level. That's what we want to see.
Exactly. For some reason, the Vikings just came in for me.
I hear that, dog. But I want y'all to hear me. You traded up to get a guy. You got finessed by the Jets. You traded up, traded a pick, whatever you did. You had to trade something to move up. When you could have got this guy later on, the Jets weren't gonna take it. You could have stayed where you at. You what you give up something for when you could have stayed where you already got it?
Unless they were scared Denver would have jumped him. That's
Well,
the
I'll tell
only
you, bro.
thing I can think of.
Oh no. Yeah, that's the
You
only thing
got
I think
finesse.
of. I knew that. Well, I feel like
Bo
the
Nix is
Broncos.
probably more of Sean Payton's guy, you would think.
I was thinking more Michael Penix Jr. than anything, but
I think
like I said,
Penix would have got past the Falcons. I don't think the Raiders passed Penix. I don't think the Raiders passed up Penix. He don't get hit. He doesn't get past 13. I'm willing. I was willing to bet that. If he would have got past Atlanta, he wouldn't have got past Vegas.
it's crazy. Mikey said the fear of missing out. Man, my thing is though, maybe the Falcons are trying to play chess here. Like, okay, we can use them for bait for something else, a package deal, or the Kyle don't make no sense. It just don't
the
make
only
sense.
other thing that I thought of is maybe they're trying to trying to recreate Kansas City, the magic Kansas City Chief got in the bottle with Mahomes.
But dude, the guy already owned. Bro,
I'm just saying. I mean, the Chiefs paid Alex Smith. They came up drafted Mahomes. They got rid of Alex Smith, in a year and a half.
He 28. He'll be 28 when he play. Because I think this about Kirk Cousins. If he's well, he's hell. I just don't think Kirk Cousins gonna let it out. So Kirk might play two.
At the same time, though, if Kirk Cousins is playing well, and Penix, they're seeing Penix and they're saying, "Well, we're ready to hand the keys over." They'll just trade. They'll trade Cousins. There's value in seeing Kirk Cousins play well. Somebody that need him. So somebody's not going to be there in 2 years. That we do know.
I think this Michael Penix Jr. pick was Raheem Morris' first pick, and his tenure there. I think that was him picking his guy. I don't think Raheem Morris. I don't know if he was already there when they took Kirk Cousins, when they traded for Kirk Cousins, but Raheem Morris has seen enough of Kirk Cousins to know that he's injury prone, and and knows that when we see these big contracts, y'all, we thinking, oh man, but a lot of that money be back on the back end. He might even see all the money that they project him to get. I understand. I'm trying to talk myself into making it the right pick. But it's the dumbest shit I've seen in a draft where you just running paid a guy $100 million. If you'd have gave him $40 million,
they could have went and got a guy in the third, fourth round for what they paid Kirk.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. We try to make sense of something that's
ain't no making.
Kind of,
there's no making.
It can't make sense out of something that just came out of nowhere.
So, there's two owners in the National Football League who need to retire and go home: Arthur Blank and Jerry Jones. I seen the Jerry Jones interview. Jerry was like, "We earned the right to be number 24, to be the 24th, to get to draft 24th in the draft. We earned that. We he was bragging about the pick like he had done something great. Everybody in the room was quiet. He a rat piss on cotton, and it's like, bro, you're picking 24. Like you're not picking 4th or 5th. You're picking 24. So, man, the Jets just took a lineman, and I give you a shot at trying to pronounce his name. Olu.
The guy from Washington State. Or the guy from
Penn that's State. That. I can't pronounce that.
I'm gonna tell you, he's from the bloodline.
Yep, you got that right. Wakanda.
Hey, no. Is he Wakanda? Is he Wakanda?
Oh no.
Is he black?
Yeah, he's black.
Okay,
that's the guy from Penn State.
My bad. Because I was trying to put it with the Samoans, because I'm looking at the name Olu, but that Olu should have told me right there. Wow, right there. Told me it was that.
Wow.
But that's crazy.
See, I think this Taylor got with a little brother. He said Falcons and Vikings are dumb.
Yep. Both of them
keep it straight to the point.
Yeah. The Jets, right?
Yeah, the Jets take Most unknown said, as a Broncos fan, I really don't know what we gonna do.
Bo Nix.
Well, no, I mean, I feel like Sean Payton got his guy. I feel like you really got Zach
I want
Wilson
to
is
address that.
Sean
I want to
Payton's
address
guy.
that on here. I want to address that on here.
Yeah,
Zach
You've
Wilson
been
is not his
dragging.
guy, bro.
You've been talking about Sean. You've been talking about Zach Wilson. You've been dragging Zach Wilson up and down the highway. I'm talking about on his ass. Now he signs with your guy. Now he got his guy.
He's the
Like,
savior.
come on, man.
I just said that Zach Wilson just showed glimpses of bad decision making, but I feel like it was all that pressure with the Jets. The coaches didn't like him, players didn't like him, so it was just a bad fit overall. But Sean Payton is the quarterback guru. He gonna calm him down. He gonna give him what he needs to know. He gonna have him prepare each and every game.
You realize that Zach Wilson is gonna do the same thing Russell did, right?
Yep.
And that's
Talking about improvise.
Sacks.
No, he gonna take. He not gonna take sacks. Trust me.
Yes,
That's
is.
Sean Payton. That's
And
Sean Payton don't like sacks and interceptions. He cleaned it up real fast. That's why the Saints have a long history.
And what have we seen from Zach Wilson? That
Exactly. But what have we seen from the Jets from the last 10 years? I mean,
I've seen people other than Zach Wilson go in there and actually have a good game.
You talking about Mike White? But where's Mike White? Where's those guys at?
Simeon, I'm just saying.
Where's those? I'm saying where those guys at? They ain't being a franchise quarterback nowhere else.
You talking about Mike White? I'm talking about last year. If you want to talk about the year before, we can. But last year, when Trevor Simeon was playing in some games, they did have success.
Bro. So I'm gonna tell you the issue with the Jets. I mean, not the Jets, the Broncos. So this is what your guy got to stop doing. Once he do dating the girl, don't go get one look just like her. See, Drew Brees, you trying to find Drew Brees. You looked at that boy. You looked at that kid. He's a little bit taller than Drew Brees, and you're trying to find the next Drew Brees. Drew Brees is one of one. There is no other. Okay? You're not going to find another Drew Brees.
That's not true.
So quit looking for the woman you used to be with and the woman you trying to be with, because she ain't in there. Okay?
That's not true.
They might have some slight similarities, but it's one of one. And so guess what? You got a Zach Wilson whose confidence I'm talking about shook. New York could do that to you. Okay? It had Sam Darnold singing Ghosts. Okay? Sam Darnold ain't been right since he left New York. He came to us. He did okay. Now he over in Minnesota. But we do know Sam Darnold ain't finna be the future of Minnesota Vikings. So you're gonna do the same thing, bro. That draft class, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, what they all got in common?
They backing up.
Not started.
and they didn't pan out. So you mean tell me
we don't know that? We don't know that.
Your quarterback guru finna salvage this man's career when he couldn't salvage a guy's career who he had got him on the right track. And if Russ take that $30 million pay cut, okay, then he'll still be in Denver. But because Russ didn't do that,
then. So if he helped Russell, he helped Jameis, why couldn't he help Zach?
Because Zach ain't Russ or Jameis. Okay? He ain't need one of them. So he's finna have to really do his homework, do his work with this kid. You finna tell me he finna make a man come to life that ain't living. I gotta see it. He's a quarterback savior now.
Just watch. Just watch and see what he do to Zach Wilson.
Well, your belief in Sean Payton is like the LeBron fans, man. The LeBron fans don't believe in the Lakers. They believe in LeBron. They don't give a damn about the Lakers. They care about LeBron. But let's see what the Broncos gonna do.
Let's go to the chat real quick. Mikey said, I can't pronounce that dude's name. Aluminum Fashion. He was talking about the tackle from Jets. Then he said Flowers. He said what? He said Flowers. What's dead cap space mean? Dead cap space mean? When you have dead cap, when
Oh yeah, when you cut a person, they have a certain particular. Well, okay, say for instance, the Russell Wilson number, right? So Denver will be paying Russell's contract for the next 2 years. It's a $37 million cap hit. So since they traded him, they are responsible for $37 million, and it counts on the cap. That's why they call it dead cap space. It's just you can release somebody, but the number still remains on the cap and the year of the contract.
There you go, Mikey. Hope you heard all that. The months unknown said Zach Wilson ain't gonna do nothing. Come on, bro. He personally still think we should sign Ryan Tannehill. He's at home. Me personally, I think we should sign Ryan Tannehill or Jimmy G or any veteran quarterback. Draft wide receiver or O-line.
I'd say to play Zach Wilson instead of Jimmy G.
Yeah. I mean, what do you have to lose? That's what I'm saying. Like, guys, with Zach Wilson, okay, he was drafted high. He had all the intangibles. He have the gifts. He just got put in a scenario where people believes in him.
We just got. I think we just have to.
He got somebody had to have faith in the kid. Okay, even the owner was taking shots at him on his day off, like Zach Wilson on the beach.
The pick is in. The pick is in. Wait till y'all see who they got. Most unknown. You gonna love this, love or hate it.
Bo Nix.
As I say.
Bo Nix.
As I say.
So he got his guy, huh? He got his guy.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see if Bo Nix ready. Can he beat out Zach Wilson? We're gonna see.
He got his guy.
Bo Nix, he's over 25, 26. He's been around longer. He's been around long enough.
Listen, I have a trivia question. What the hell is Bo first name? What is Bo? Is Bo his name? What's his name?
Probably.
Bo Darius?
Yeah. He said, "Who Bo Darius?"
Bo Darius. I mean,
that's what his skin color was. 7 seconds dark and he Bo Darius.
Can somebody tell me what is Bo Nix's real first name? Like, I mean, because I know some black Bo's, but I don't know no white Bo. This is the first white Bo I know, so I got to
really. Deuce Hazard. Bo and Luke.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
Oh, you ain't watch Deuce Hazard? See, there you go. That's your problem.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Hey, Mikey said Bo knows, man. So, RC, do you like this pick, Bo Nix?
Hey, it's just how football guys work in my favor. I was just over here talking to a guy. He said he got his guy. He got his guy. And then he grabbed another guy. He don't have a freaking clue. He's looking for Drew Brees. Any white quarterback that can throw the football that mirrors anything that looks close to what he's used to, he's going to get them lined up in there and try it out. You might see Ryan Tannehill as a backup in there.
Drew Brees is closer. I mean, Bo Nix is closer to Drew Brees than Zach Wilson.
Hell yeah. And you know what's crazy about that is you was in the middle of giving me this whole quarterback guru. And here he is. He brings another one in the room. A quarterback
guru, make sure.
They don't need a bunch of nothing now. They're going to fix what they got, right? Shit. He lied to you.
But all right, this still don't change the fact. Now he got 2 guys. Right?
Oh, man.
He got 2 guys.
He got his starter and he got his backup.
And don't forget about Jared Stidham.
Nah, he gonna say. All right, but for real though, he should just go and send Zach Wilson to us then. Go and send New Orleans.
Look, they did Zach Wilson a favor by getting him out of New York because they didn't want.
Yeah, they did.
Here's my question: why the hell? It's not one of those questions. Why would you draft a quarterback and you just traded for a quarterback? Like you had 12 quarterbacks during the first round, like 12.
They got Zach Wilson for a bag of chips though.
Hold on, Malik Neighbors still. He hadn't been drafted, right?
He was the Giants.
That's okay. That's right. He went to the Giants.
You gotta stop drinking them damn sports drinks, man. You gotta stop drinking.
Oh, you talking?
When they say you voodoo, or something like that, I don't want more of that shit, man. It's taking my brain. I
couldn't remember. That's how underwhelming the Giants are. I couldn't remember who they took.
The Raiders are on the clock. They signed Christian Wilkinson, 4-year, $82 million. Damn. Gardner Minshew got $15 million.
Really? Yeah, he got a good bit.
Good money.
Good money, but you lose Josh Jacobs. So right here, you might take the running back from Texas.
They gonna the guy that's there, the guy.
I don't believe in Flowers. You trying to sell me Azir White, but
they just took.
Telling you this, man.
Zamir White is good. He was good in college.
He's good, but he's not. Josh Jacobs good. He's like.
Brock Bowers they took Brock Bowers.
Hold on, they took another tight end.
Yeah, this ain't just
Bowers is better than the kid they drafted last year. Let's be real here.
I'm just saying they took another tight end when they took a tight
You
end
can do
last
so
year.
much with Brock. Look, you can line Brock Bowers up in the slot. You can line them up in different spots. Man.
Well, they trying to get that Grunk and Aaron. They trying to get Grunk and Aaron Hernandez type thing going on there.
They're replacing Darren Waller. But this is the thing. Is Brock Bowers? I mean, I don't understand that. They need a quarterback. They should have went up and
hold on. I thought you were high on Aiden O'Donnell. I thought you liked the kid.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I was high on him, but that's what you do. Don't do drugs, because I was high on him. Now I come down off of that. Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. So they don't have their quarterback of the future. Like, they don't. It ain't Aiden O'Donnell. So, because if it was Minshew, you wouldn't have gave Minshew $15 million. I think you go up and you get your quarterback. I mean, you go up and get Penix.
Well, the Falcons drafting Penix fucked everything up. It fucked everything up for the Raiders.
I'm telling you, man.
I think the Raiders just say, let's just take the best player.
Quavo must be running their draft. I mean, Quavo picked that player. I mean, Arthur Blank is got T.I. in them in the front office helping him, because that just don't make sense, bro. It don't make football sense. Because you're right, it did mess up everything with the draft with that pick.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some people had Michael Penix falling out of the top 10.
He just would have been ice.
He wouldn't. I'm telling you, the Raiders. He wouldn't have got past the Raiders. I'm telling you, the Raiders.
What you say, RC?
Unless the Raiders got one up their sleeve, I don't know. Because Gardner Minshew is Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0. He gonna win you a few games. He gonna lose you a lot of them. Like, remember when Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing football for Buffalo? Fitzmagic one game, and then the next time you see him, he turning it over left and right. So
I watched him for a whole year. I can tell you exactly what he's gonna do. As long as Minshew get rid of the ball quick, the offense will be fluent and it will move. The longer he holds on to the ball, trust me,
look who on the clock, y'all.
The hair back on your back of your neck gonna stand up.
So y'all think Aiden O'Donnell is not gonna be the starter this coming season?
I'm quite sure he have an opportunity. I'm quite sure AP. I'm quite sure AP will give him and Minshew a fair opportunity to compete for that starting job.
So listen, the Saints are on the board. Here's the glaring stat: missed the playoffs in 3 straight seasons.
Yeah, why would he point that out? Like, they have been dissing other teams this whole time.
Oh, but that's a lot. But watch this. I like the addition of Chase Young. I just don't think he should have paid him that much money. Would he have to have surgery on his neck? Willie Gay Jr.
I mean, they knew. They already knew.
Was that perfect for y'all?
Yeah, I know what I'm about to say. If the Raiders didn't take Brock Bowers, who would have took him? I'm pretty sure of that.
Cedric Wilson. I think right here the Saints go defense.
I say we go O-line.
I think they go O-line.
Yeah.
We lost a lot. We just had a guy retire on us 2 days ago.
I'm trying to think of what offensive lineman Steve said.
Well, I don't know. They had us taking Latham, but Latham gone. Joe Alt's gone. That guy, the Hawaiian guy.
They still got the Pac-12 guys.
Has anybody? So Michael Thomas, have he signed anywhere yet?
Not yet.
So.
You just thought of that too. Y'all could have the possibility of drafting Brian Thomas right here.
Yeah, Jerry Rice son. Take Jerry Rice on.
I don't know. We go receiver because of all the guys we have. I feel like we're probably gonna get one later. Yeah, we're gonna get one later. It's probably round 2, maybe. But I say we go O-line.
What about corner?
Ranchek is having knee surgery. We don't know we're gonna have him next year. He might retire. We saw our Trevor Penny just suck it up this past year, so we don't know if he's gonna ever pan out. He's
what
gonna be
about the best quarterback y'all have behind Clark?
Come on, man! Like, why would you even bringing that up? Because
I mean,
nobody know it.
Zesty Festy, whatever his name is. I'm trying to figure out this. Because right here, do you as the Saints, you can go O-line, of course, but man, you can go a lot of ways with this pick. But
we don't really need nothing else except for receiver and O-line, maybe linebacker. Demario Davis is getting up there
you
in
signed
age.
Cedric Wilson, and Stanley Morgan, if that means anything. But
Stanley Morgan, he's legit. He's a good receiver.
I really like Willie Gay Jr. That was a good pickup. I mean, because
you said Willie Gay Jr.
Yeah, y'all got him from the.
Now, see, another thing. You were complaining about pass rush this past season. You still got Verse on the board. You still got Dallas Turner on the board.
Mm-hmm.
You got the two guy from UCLA, even though they're saying he got neck problems or something. So I probably would stay away from him. So this would probably be a good, you got Brian Murphy still on the board. So pass rush.
Yeah. Because Chase Young gonna be there 1 year.
Well, yeah, Cameron Jordan is longer than 2. He should have been released last year. To be honest, he should have been let go. I think he only had 2 sacks this past season.
Yeah,
I feel like we could have moved Cameron Jordan into the interior, though. To be honest, in some packages, I feel like we could have moved him inside.
Yeah, he can do
it. It just, man, the Saints. They've been striking out on picks. No more picks these last. Besides Olave.
You know what that means?
What's that? Mickey Loomis? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like we should got rid of Denzel Allen, but no. We should
kept the
GM.
It's time.
Yeah, it is time. Because these no more picks. Like I said, Trevor Penning, he just haven't turned out like we thought he should. He got beat out by a guy.
What was the pass rusher Peyton Turner's name?
Yeah, Peyton Turner. He been injury prone, just like Marcus Davenport. Thank you, Flowers. I even forgot about that guy. I forgot we drafted him in the first round 2 or 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. So it's a little sketchy right now in New Orleans, man. And hopefully bringing in Kubiak can change things up for us.
They taking a long time to pick this.
I think they unsure.
Unsure.
Come on, man.
They say a long ass time.
I think we wanted Brock. We probably wanted Brock Bowers, and this, you
got your Brock Bowers. He just playing the wrong position.
Who's that?
Good talent.
Oh, Taysom. You talking about Taysom?
Yep. I really don't know what the Saints do here. They. I'm like them. I mean,
the safest thing, you take the best player available.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Who was the best player?
Yeah, you take the best player available. But like I said, I feel like we might go O-line.
Offensive, defensive line pick.
Yeah, T-Gat, little brother in the chat. What's up, Tristan?
What's up, Tristan? Guess what? He's a Saints fan?
No, I don't know. I think he's a Texans fan. Because him and Gatwood from living in Houston. Oh, that's Taylor. Oh, it's Taylor. Oh, it's Taylor's on Twitch. Taylor went from Facebook to YouTube to Twitch. That's what threw me off. Cause I know Tristan be on Twitch a lot, but it's Taylor on Twitch.
The tackle from Oregon State. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that Hawaiian guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I knew it. Trevor Penny, like I said, Trevor Penny has been a bust for us. Well, I don't want to use the word bust, but he just haven't been performing up to where he was drafted at. And
moving inside the guard.
Yeah, they were talking about moving him inside the guard because he's a mauler. He gets after it.
Puaga.
Hey. Umaga?
Puaga.
Hey, that's the Rock cousin.
Now that's Chief, the High Chief. But look, I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy. I think the Saints didn't have a clue. They just looked at that and probably looked.
Yeah. That was up their alley. That was.
Yeah, we needed O lineman.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need.
Yeah, I like this. Trevor Penny Trevor Penn getting pushed inside, man.
I'm curious to see what Ballard does right here. I said Brock Bowers was a dream pick of mine. All is gone. Now that I see no trades went down, I think we take the best. I wouldn't be shocked if we took the best pass rusher right here in Turner or Jared Verse. Wouldn't be shocked if we went with the best corner on the board right here.
But I tell you what,
go ahead.
I tell you what, the defense, the way you're built.
Byron Murphy also.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that pick, man. Quentin Payne over there. Yeah, you got some dogs over there.
Just adding on to the depth of the rotation. I remember Chris Ballard saying he liked our young corners. So that kind of gave me the thought that he might have tried to trade up and get a playmaker. Still can get one right here. I think Brian Thomas Jr. was on our top 30 picks to come in to visit. I wouldn't be shocked by that pick. But I'm thinking we probably go defense here. But I kind of want us to go offense and take the best offensive player because this is a scoring league, and you need to get Anthony Richardson help. Either way, I'll be satisfied either way. I also wouldn't be shocked that we traded down too. Like I could see like that's a Chris Ballard move. Like somebody like they were saying the Rams and the Eagles were trying to trade up. If there's somebody that they wanted at this spot, I wouldn't be shocked that we traded down here. I don't know what the hell we about to do right here. We can go so many ways right here, man.
Yeah, because y'all need a corner. Y'all need Dallas Turner would be great for y'all too here to help out the corners.
We get Dallas Flowers back. Juju Brents will be a second-year guy. Jalen Jones, he played great last year. Like the pieces of that, they were just pups. You know, the secondary were just babies last year, and they played.
Y'all very young,
well above average last year. Oh, Cooper DeJean also, the guy from Iowa, like that'd be a pretty good pick too. But I'm quite sure it's probably Dallas Turner, Brian Thomas Jr., or Cooper DeJean. That's where I'm going. I'm going one of those three, or the guy from the Mitchell kid from Toledo, I want to say. I think we're pretty big on him too.
Y'all do have a lot of options right now, especially right in the middle of the draft. Yeah, man, that's a lot of good people.
You can get
that's a lot of good picks. Taylor Gatwood said, "I'm glad Bowers didn't fall to 15 for Flowers."
Yeah, I know you're right. I was hoping he slipped on down there too.
He said, "AR don't need any weapons, man."
You know what? Even though we didn't get Brock Bowers, Jelani Woods didn't play last year. I don't know if y'all remember Jelani Woods. He caught the game winner when we played Kansas City when we had Matt Ryan. Jelani's like 6'7", 250, and like 4.5 speed. Had a neck injury last year, so he should be back this year. So I'm expecting Jelani.
Was he the tight end?
So tight end from Virginia.
Yeah.
They signed Raekwon Davis. That's a good pickup.
I'd say the defensive depth, man, we're adding to it. That defensive line rotation is pretty good. We can get a good pick right here. Like I'm sitting here saying defense, but I just why not give Anthony Richardson weapons? We need to get more explosive on offense. I love Michael Pittman Jr. I love Josh Downs. I think we need something else there. Now. Look, I'm sitting here saying go Brian Thomas. We probably do need to go defense because we can get a receiver in the second, third round. I like Brendan Rice. You know, I like other receivers like that don't have to be picked as high. But let's see who we get.
Brendan Rice is gonna make some money.
I love Brendan Rice. He's another Michael Pittman Jr.
I like the kid from out of South Carolina too.
Yeah,
what better not happen is
that's a Ballard guy.
Don't let these guys fall to the Bengals, Lord, the Rams, Steelers, Dolphins, like Dallas Turner going to the Rams. Don't let these guys fall this far, man. Somebody start picking these players, man, because there's some good players going to go to some good teams.
You got the right guy. You saw with the Rams what they did with those guys. The guys we didn't even know their names. And they turned to all Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, the Rams got to find a pass rusher. Losing Aaron Donald, that's a big blow. So
That
they're
is a
going to
big
have to add
blow.
on to the rush because Arizona's coming.
That's a tight, especially with the 49ers, like losing again and losing in a fashion way. So they're gonna be teams gunning for them for sure. We're gonna see if Brock can make another step. You looking like that? See?
I'm kind of intrigued by this pick.
Oh,
Because this pick now sets up everything else. Like,
Yeah.
If we start seeing these good players fall to these good teams, it's gonna be a problem. Like, you can't. This is where it really gets really, really good because, like the Jaguars and the Dolphins and the Lions, they're already good. So it's like the rich get richer. But
WS for mayor on IG said, "What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? Like, what's happening? Who your favorite team is? Fun quickly.
I believe he's a Lions fan.
This is a very interesting pick, right?
Yeah, he lying. He no Lions fan. He
my
lying.
goodness. This is a very interesting pick.
Who y'all got?
The two from UCLA. This is probably the best pass rusher in this draft. He just had injury concerns. That scares me some. They'll say he had like a neck. I mean, I'm quite sure he's fine, but I think he just had neck issues or something. Yeah.
So
he came back. That's what happened. He had to retire for 2 seasons.
Is it another bloodline?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very good pickup for us. I'm very satisfied with this.
Hold on. What's the pick? I didn't see it.
It's Latu from UCLA. He's a rush in. He's had 24 sacks over the last 2 years. I say he might be the best pass rusher in this draft. That's what we need. Get to the quarterback.
Yep, that's what you need. Mm-hmm. Especially CJ Stroud. You don't want him sitting in the pocket too long. He will find somebody open.
Early underwhelming team will be the Houston Texans. Explain to you why. Everybody's high on them. They're going to be the 100. Watch. They're not going to the Super Bowl. They're going to be competitive, but teams are going to take it to them because everybody's picking them to win or picking them to be the next hot thing. You got to prove it on the field, bro.
They already proved it on. Well, they proved it this year with rookie CJ Stroud. He didn't have what he have now with Mixon and now Diggs in the mix. I mean, now they can run the ball. They were okay with
Stroud is not going to surprise people though with RC trying to say.
That's why they play the game. That's why they play the game, though, Ben.
Well, they have sophomore slumps, so we can see what the second year has in for for Stroud.
Now this team here, defensive minded. Now this is Jim Harbaugh, baby. Mike McDonald's gonna build this team just like Jim Harbaugh. Sam Howell as your quarterback. They got an offensive lineman and George Fant, center and Nick Harris, Jerome Baker at linebacker, Rashawn Jenkins at safety, Jonathan Hankins at defensive tackle. Damn, Cowboys. And so
they couldn't sign nobody, man.
Bro, but see, this is my thing with this guy. This guy finna come in at 36 years old, the youngest head coach in the NFL, and he finna go play defense. But he didn't address the offensive side of the ball by saying, "Hey, let me go get an OC that that's just uber good." So I think Seattle gonna go defense again. This guy's is trying to build. He's trying to build his version of Legion of Boom or build his version of the Baltimore Ravens. That's all it is. So I'm watching the UCLA guy. He's
with Seattle, they did lose a lot on the defense side of the ball.
And then they got rid of a lot of older players.
Yeah, it's time for them to rebound.
Jordan Brooks was young, but they got rid of Jamal Adams, Quadre Diggs.
The safety? I mean, not the safety, the corner. Well,
no, Diggs was the safety.
Diggs and Adams.
Safety,
they were the two safeties. Yeah, they got rid of their two back end guys. So, but they replaced
Jamal Adams was a linebacker playing safety.
Well, I won't even mention Jamal Adams. Like I ain't really consider him, but I was talking about Diz. Quandre Diz, man, that's a solid piece missing.
Yeah.
He hadn't signed?
What you say?
He hadn't signed yet?
Oh, he was released, I believe. That what happened.
That's safety.
He probably was signed on in the training camp, so you know how they go.
Excuse me, that safety position ain't nobody signed. That kid from out of Denver still hasn't signed.
Yep.
But they gonna get picked up after the draft when people fill up their teams and they look at and see what they really need.
Well, the safety position is like it's like the running back position now. It's one of those positions where people like devalued it. It used to be a strong position, but
well, they can't hit it like they used to.
Yeah.
So they not really the enforcer. That what the safeties were there for. The strong safeties was there to be an enforcer, to not let guys come across the middle. But as you see, they can't really do that anymore. So now you have more free safety play and trying to mix things up with this, having a safety come down and play like a nickel type guy. Yeah, they're on the board. So what you think of Flowers? You said defense side of the ball?
Yeah, they probably treat Mike McDonald here and go defense. I'm quite sure. They need a defensive tackle. They can use a rush in just to keep it going. Dallas Turner probably.
Dallas Turner would be great pick for them.
Like I said, the Turner, Byron Murphy. I keep bringing up his name, defensive tackle from Texas.
And the guy,
they're pretty solidified in corner, so I don't think they would go get a corner right here. I would think they probably go that, or they get the guard from Washington State, wherever he's from, the guard that's still on the board. I can see them going there too.
So Jacksonville up next. They are after the Seahawks.
Bro, listen, you hear this? It says that Kirk Cousins was disappointed about the pick. I'm gonna rewind that.
Oh wow!
Hold on,
I'm not shocked.
I'll read to y'all real quick. Let me find it. Let me see what Kirk said here. Okay, let me pause. It says, as we sit in shock over the Atlanta pick, a source tells me Kirk Cousins just as shocked and disappointed. Never said anything to him or his reps about a QB in the first round, despite suggesting they would still. This is still a business. Wow.
Do you think he signed with Atlanta if they knew they were going to take a quarterback?
No.
Of course not. Of course not.
That's the way to kill the team chemistry, guys.
Yep.
That's Atlanta for you. Falcons, them dirty birds, they're going to screw up one way or another.
You know what? You bring up a point because you don't want to divide the locker room. Because if Penix comes in and does well in training camp, you're going to have a bunch of people that think he needs to play. You're going to have another bunch of people that think Kirk Cousins needs to play. That's where the division comes in at.
Mm-hmm. You got that right. Shoot, those people in Minnesota complaining about Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson, had takeover for him. So you just don't want that in your locker room. You want a surefire leader in that locker room. And they brought Kirk Cousins in for. So that's why I think that everybody kind of appalled about them taking Michael Penix Jr., which didn't make any sense. They could, like they said, they could have got Turner, man. They could have did anything else besides Penix Jr.
Atlanta forever does the unthinkable.
I'm going to tell you what it is, fellas. Willie Beamer. They just drafted Willie Beamer. It's Willie Beamer, man. It's Willie Beamer. You got Willie Beamer on the back. Say, like, you got to go watch Any Given Sunday. You understand where I'm going with this. It's man, listen. I really feel like Atlanta just, after losing the Super Bowl, after losing the Super Bowl, they was just like, they just, how could we continue to do, Quavo just got talked about by Chris Brown, what can we do to one up what was already been done in Atlanta? It's just confusing to me. I just don't understand why you would do this. And now you done pissed the guy off. Like, come on.
Right. RC, did he release a statement on Twitter or on Instagram?
Probably came through his agent. He's not gonna put that out publicly. I don't think like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, where it came out with, did they release it on Twitter or what platform did they release it on? I would like to know that. Seattle still on the board, guys. Mine's a couple minutes behind.
Yeah, mine's saying the pick is in and said it yet.
What network you watching it on?
I'm on ESPN.
I might need to switch over to ESPN. I'm on NFL Network.
Yeah, I think NFL Network is a little slower than ESPN, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, let me go ahead and switch this bad boy over.
So look, they said that they called him and told him what they were gonna do, but he thought they would take a quarterback in the later round, not in the first round. Because when you draft a guy in the first round, that says a lot about your intentions.
Yeah.
So that's what he's disappointed about. Like, hey man, y'all got this guy in the first round. Like,
you would
I
think
thought my team.
I mean, because you would think with them hiring Kirk Cousins to be the quarterback, that pick would be for somebody to come in and play immediately. That should be an impact pick, for somebody to come in and play day one. You don't want that pick sitting on the bench, especially with the situation.
Right. Especially how Atlanta loaded up right now. Like, they could add another offensive weapon to that already loaded room.
Seahawks took Byron Murphy. Yeah.
Yep, Byron Murphy.
Pass rush. Treat the head coach. Get him a player.
Yeah, I was right about that. Defense side of the ball, especially in that division where you're gonna have to stop some teams like the 49ers. You don't need it.
I wouldn't have been mad if we would have took Byron Murphy. That'd been a good pick for us too. But like I said, we got Big Grove and we got DeForest Buckner still, so it made sense for us to go with the edge guy. Quiddy Pay, you on the clock, my guy.
All right. Minnesota is on the clock?
Jacksonville. Oh, Trey.
Yeah, that's one. Minnesota just popped up for me.
Oh yeah, Trey's to Minnesota. Now who does Minnesota get right here? If I'm Minnesota, I'm getting the best corner that's available.
Minnesota,
yes, they need it. They need to show up that secondary.
Yeah,
Mikey said maybe after Aaron Rodgers' debut game last year, the Falcons didn't want to risk not having depth. But you go get a veteran if you want depth. I mean, that's what you do.
He is coming off an Achilles injury. We do have to remember this too.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be out.
Well, I think in today's
he'll be back because he got hurt early. So he'll be back.
And plus, how the athletes are, man, they come back just like that. J.K. Dobbins came back for how many? 2?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was on the sideline at the end of the year dressed.
Walking. He was doing. Well, we even saw Kirk Cousins doing drills.
Yeah, he'll be ready.
If you take Kirk Cousins, okay, if you don't pay him $100 million, we're not talking about it. If you take Sam Darnold and then you draft Michael Penix, then it makes sense.
Yeah, right.
You take a guy that puts up numbers, that's a good quarterback, got years left, but you overpaid for him.
I want to add something. And when you think Atlanta wouldn't sign Kirk Cousins if he was medically cleared, they're not giving him all that money if he's not medically cleared to come back from the injury. So it's something that we don't know about them taking, because it doesn't make any sense, because it makes Atlanta look bad. Because if you're scared that he's not ready, why give him all that money? Because he had physicals, you had your doctors look at him and everything else. So why sign Kirk Cousins and draft Penix if you're scared that he's not going to be ready? That's negligence on the organization.
Also, I like this move in Minnesota with Dallas Turner. That's a good move. But also, another thing about Penix Jr. and Kirk Cousins, what do they have in common, ladies and gentlemen? Well, no, ladies, just gentlemen. What do they have in common? Those two players.
Who you say Kirk Cousins? Who?
And Penix Jr.
They play a similar style. Penix is quicker.
Both of them stay hurt. Like both of them.
Well,
Kirk Cousins don't really have a long history.
No. RC, you making a point because the big thing on Michael Penix was his injury history.
Yeah, 2 ACLs, Ben.
Yeah, I'm talking about Kirk Cousins though. Kirk Cousins had ACL and what?
Achilles.
But
why draft Michael Penix 9 with that injury history? That's what RC is saying.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, as many streets and corners we turn, the shit just don't make sense.
I know.
If you wanted a quarterback, okay, and you wanted somebody to sit and wait behind Kirk Cousins, you go get Justin Fields for little of nothing.
I mean, Keith Desmond Ritter.
Or you just go get Justin Fields. You do what the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers did. You go get him for nothing. They was trying to give him away.
Option. Bring him in.
Yeah, that was so many options they could do in the offseason. So, like, it was like people like Justin Fields is available. Because they were talking about Atlanta and Justin Fields. So I don't know. You had to ask the GM directly. You had to ask them guys directly.
That's why they paid him.
Well, he came from New Orleans. The guy from New Orleans, so that's why I'm kind of surprised about his side.
He's sabotage. He's doing y'all.
Wait a minute.
He made me choke.
So the GM from Atlanta is from New Orleans?
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. Because y'all drafted Breezy, whatever his name. Remember last year?
Breezy. Yeah.
Brian Breezy. Like, y'all draft. No, that was Matt Corral went to Atlanta. But there go your boy. They showing Sean Payton.
Okay. What are you showing him for?
Pat is talking to him about something. I wish I could talk to him, Pat. I will let him know you are not Bill Parcells.
He's better.
Are you crazy?
Okay, I said they got the Bengals on the clock. The Bengals.
Wait. I'm not gonna let you fly.
I was just playing, man. I was just playing. Hey, you really about to grab me old Bill Parcells, huh?
Man. And look, Ben, that's what they have in the corner. It says Sean Payton, but right at the bottom it says Super Bowl champ. I mean, he's living off that. He's Doc Rivers, man.
Man, no, come on now, man. We really should have 3 Super Bowls in the Drew Brees era.
Doc Rivers should have 3 championships.
No lie.
Doc Rivers had more than one.
That's just us getting screwed. Oh, Mikey in the chat said Rodgers was healthy and still got injured.
Right.
Different situations, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the offensive line with Atlanta's better. We kind of felt that Rodgers probably would get hurt fucking around with the Jets. Let's be real here. We
already knew the old line was terrible.
Yeah, we had that feeling all along with them. It still doesn't make sense because we can go with Kirk Cousins is injured. Okay, Michael Penix has an injury history. It still doesn't mesh. Why give him the money and then you pick Penix with the 9th pick? That doesn't mesh. It just doesn't mesh. It's not making sense.
Well, it helps me out. That's for sure. I was like, dang, I hope they don't add no offensive weapon.
Because if anything, let's say get a pass rusher, help the defense. Because the defense was solid. Add on to the pass rush. Add to the secondary. It's so many more things. I mean, they could have probably traded out of the pick and got more picks for the pick.
That make a lot more sense, man.
Yep. Somebody
But
playing.
maybe they just want Penix that bad, man.
They could have, added more picks, added more depth to that team already, and just made it even more harder to beat them with the rotations of guys they'll bring in.
You can't. The Atlanta Falcons. Let me tell you something right now. The Atlanta Falcons cannot sell me that they're 100% investing in Kirk Cousins. I don't give a damn what they say.
Nope.
I don't give a damn what Arthur Blank say, what Raheem Morris say. You are not 100% invested in Kirk Cousins. You told him you would, but I mean, you telling me different. And I'm quite sure he feels the same way. You wanted him there. You paid him all this money. You knew he was coming off an injury. I'm quite sure they had discussions about that pick and would they be taking a quarterback early or late. They lied to the man. I think they lied to him.
They did.
Come on, they lied to him.
Like that. I forgot who said it. You lied to my eyes, man. You lied straight to my eyes.
That man doesn't want to have to sit up here and mentor the guy that's supposed to be the guy of the future. He didn't come there for that. He come there to play. He's at home. His wife is from Atlanta. They're from that area.
Mm-hmm.
He's come to settle here and finish out his career. I don't think he wants to play, mentor. He's not ready to be a mentor. I wouldn't think. I can't knock him for feeling that way. I'm quite sure he'll help. Like Kirk Cousins doesn't come off as a bad guy. I'm quite sure he'll help the kid out and everything. But egos are real, especially with quarterbacks. Man, you can't harm their egos. I mean, you got Tom Brady wanted Jimmy Garoppolo out of New England.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted him out. Joe Montana didn't want Steve Young behind him.
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre didn't want Aaron Rodgers behind him. I mean, there are too many examples for this not to end well.
But guess what? Hey, guess what? Another thing we ain't taking into the equation. Michael Penix is black, ain't he? He black? Samoan? He mixed? What is he?
I think he's black.
Penix black.
Okay, he's black, right?
Yeah, he's black.
He said he right.
Atlanta's black. All right, okay, all right. So you know how it's gonna be. They're gonna be wanting to see Penix Jr. in that market.
That just goes back to what I was saying though.
That's crazy.
That division, that division, boom. That's not good.
Kirk Cousins, older guy. You got young Drake. They got a lot of young players in there that
yeah. But the last black quarterback they had was Ritter, but I don't know if you can count that.
The last black quarterback they had, the true last black quarterback they had,
Vic,
V-I-C-K.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but RC is right. The city will, as soon as Kirk Cousins has the slightest fuck up, the city is going to want Michael Penix. That's who they feel that's who their guy is. That's who they're going to want. Like I said, Atlanta is what 75, 80%, 90% black.
Yep. And that's why they took Raheem Morris. Oh, Bill Belichick.
It's a cultural movement.
Bill Belichick in Atlanta is like me in Wyoming.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not gonna make sense.
But that makes management look even worse. Why draft Penix if you know that the city is gonna want to take him in and want that to be the future though?
Because the same thing going on in Atlanta was going on in San Francisco when they picked Trey Lance when they really wanted to pick Mac Jones. Division.
Yep, division. Cause look, every time something happens, they'll bring up Trey Lance.
Yep.
This Trey Lance, give him a chance. What do you have to lose? So
look,
then we're tired hearing that.
The Bengals took an offensive tackle from Georgia.
Yeah, good. They're getting tired of see Joe Burrow hurt every year. And that's your franchise quarterback. You gotta come out and protect the guy.
And Joe started.
What's his name? Amarius Mims.
Joe is 6'7", 340. That's a man right there.
Joe's
6'8", 340. My goodness.
Joe's injuries will start to mount up now.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of scared for the dude.
They
You know what I'm
have to
saying?
protect. They have to protect Joe. They have to protect Joe.
I'm worried about him. Okay, he having too many injuries right now.
Yeah, that wrist injury was a freaky one.
Yeah, I forgot how it happened.
He threw the
Was
ball.
sack?
Well, he
Then
was
yeah,
trying
he
to throw
threw
the
the ball.
ball, and
Yeah.
his wrist just went out on him. That was a freaky one.
And this is 5th year in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So he have a lot more
Fifth,
years to
sixth
play,
year, fifth, sixth year,
and
something like that.
they have to protect this man. So
Joe gives
hopefully,
me high.
what you say?
Joe gives me highs. Every time you see the 49ers, he gives me problems, man. And it's like Patrick Mahomes is undefeated against the 49ers. The regular season and playoffs, he ain't never lost to us.
Yep, got that twice in Super Bowl.
So we got the
That's
Rams
crazy.
on the clock.
So, RC, who you think the Rams should take here? What do you think they should draft?
I think the Rams should take their ass home. Yeah, if you ask me, I don't like the Rams at all. They wrapped up with Seattle. I don't like Seattle. I don't like the Rams. I don't give a damn. I'm so happy Aaron Donald retired.
I know you were right.
So, but I will say this: the Rams are trying to build their defense. If Seattle don't take that tackle, they probably would have took that tackle, but maybe they go to edge rusher from Florida State or I can see them building their defense. They got offense.
I'm surprised no one's taken a corner yet. There hasn't been no corners taken. I'm actually surprised by that. The
Well, from what I was looking
Rams'
from
first round pick was in 2016. Goodness gracious!
the Rams have a first round pick.
Their last first round pick was back in 2016.
Dang.
Well,
Wow.
they sold their soul for a Super Bowl.
That's true. Goodness.
They really did. But like you said earlier, Flowers, that they should replace Aaron Donald. They should both up their D line. Try to find a replacement. And corner is that corner is a little bit issue for them too.
There hasn't been any corners taken.
So the best corners available
right here. Yeah.
What the guy from Alabama? What was his name? The corner from Alabama.
Arnold, Taron Arnold. You got Kool-Aid McKinstry. You got the DeJean kid from Iowa. You got the guy from Toledo, the Mitchell kid. It's a lot of good corners that are out here. But hey, knowing the Rams, I wouldn't be shocked. Hey, they might offensive line. I wouldn't be shocked if they went that way. I'm quite sure they're pretty set offensively. Don't be shocked they added another weapon. Like the Cup is getting old.
Oh, he don't look the same.
I mean, he's been beat up. You're catching all them balls, you're taking all that kind of punishment. It tends to add up. I wouldn't be shocked. You know what? If they took a wide out right here, I wouldn't be shocked.
Brandon Rice?
Brian Thomas Jr. still there. I don't think Brandon Rice probably going until tomorrow.
Yeah, he's going tomorrow.
Well, and that's a great pick tomorrow.
Yeah, I meant Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU. Yeah, I meant Brian Thomas.
Listen,
not Rice.
I'm kind of intrigued because there's so much talent left.
Tomorrow's gonna be a good day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this thing, man, and saying like it's setting up perfect for the us and other teams that are pretty good. You're gonna get a good player now. You're gonna get a good player. But teams like the 49ers and the Chiefs, Philadelphia, people like that.
I can see the Chiefs drafting another corner.
Right.
Or
you lost need.
Wide outs. The Bills are gonna draft. I'm willing to bet y'all the Bills draft a wide out.
I was surprised they didn't move up and get a good.
Who?
The Bills.
Still some pretty good ones on the board. No need to move up. I think the Bills are in a good spot. You can get the Worthy kid. It's still a lot of good wideouts left. Like I said, Brian Thomas is still on the board. I think they're in a good spot still. Because Dallas,
the Bills picked. What the Bills picked? What 24th?
Yeah. Miami might take another skill guy. They probably need to protect Tua. but they probably won't. Pittsburgh, they might take a skilled guy. I wouldn't be shocked by that.
Yeah, right now the Rams need a corner and an edge and a
I
D
think
tackle.
Rams go corner.
Yeah, they have to. I think they need to. I mean, I don't remember the other corner for the Rams. I know John.
Oh,
What
they took Jared Verse.
John Johnson used to be there,
They
but I
took
don't
Jared
remember the other
Verse.
corner. Oh, Jerry Verse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rams.
Well, they got what they want, edge.
Like I said, they can get their ass on. That's what they can do. I don't like the Rams at all. Like, to me,
that's a good pick for the Rams. Jared Verse. That's a good pick. I like Jared Verse. Big reason why Florida State was pretty good, man.
Prima donna.
You know who Jared Verse reminds me of in a sense? And I know he's not Javon Curse, but he has the same frame as Javon Curse. Thick, quick off the line, a bully. I think Jared Verse is going to be pretty good with the Rams.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
That's a very good pick.
Hope to get hurt in training camp. I tell you what, all these rumors about Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel getting traded, right now we ain't did nothing. I don't think you can keep both of them. I think you can, but eventually somebody gonna have to go.
I want to talk. Let's talk about that for a sec. Because there are rumors that we were looking at trade for Brandon Ayuk. I didn't see it. Now we didn't have Pittman. You know, we were cheap and we didn't pay Pittman big money. I can see us doing it. But I think the 49ers would have wanted a first-round pick for Brandon Ayuk. I don't think he's being moved with nothing less than a first. Maybe a second. I can see a second doing it too. But he's better. He's better than Deebo. And they had to pay Deebo, a year or two earlier because they got him later in the rounds. They've been fortunate enough to hang on to Ayuk because they drafted him in the first round. So they can play with him a little bit. But that man wants to get paid, and I can't be mad at that. He's the better out of the two. If I had to pick, I'm getting rid of Deebo because you can go ahead.
Wait on.
We just lost RC.
Yeah, I think he might be having some reception ordeals.
Now you said you would take Deebo over Brandon Ayuk.
No. I would take Ayuk over Deebo. I'm only saying.
I don't know.
Because I feel like you can find somebody else to do what Deebo does. You have a legitimate number one in Brandon Ayuk, and I feel like he's being held back. I feel like we haven't seen the full potential of Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. It just, I don't know, man. I know Deebo, I forgot that stat they put out there when Debo's on the field. Most of the time they run it, the offense through him, with all the motion and stuff, they win. But I don't know. I just remember what's in my head by Brandon Ayuk was the last 2 years of him struggling. Then, he was in the doghouse for a while. And then now he's the guy. But I don't feel like that he's just a world beater. I feel like he can find a receiver.
If they block Chris Jones, Brandon Ayuk beat somebody so bad at the end of that damn Super Bowl game, it had been a walk-in touchdown. He beat somebody so bad that he could have walked in.
RC, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Cause I want to ask RC this.
No, I mean I get they run everything through them and stuff.
Yeah,
for what they paid, all I'm saying is for what they paid Deebo Samuel, They pay him a lot, and he's not available all the time. I could be paying that to Brandon Ayuk, and I feel like I could find somebody. Or like I said, if it's not even just one player, if it's two players, I can find some players that I can put in and do what Debo does in a sense, as far as bringing somebody in motion, running them out the backfield. I mean, that's it. Debo's a tool guy. He's a good one, but I just feel like they can put other pieces there to replace that. You take Brandon Ayuk off that team, what legitimate talent on the edge do you have?
Nobody's besides Jennings.
Let's not act like Brandon Ayuk didn't open up things for that offense. I understand they got Debo, McCaffrey, and all that, but it takes somebody like Brandon Ayuk to be able to stretch things out. That's just me though.
Well, if they pay Brandon, then they eventually they're gonna have to pay Brock. Yeah, I can hear you.
Brock, yep. Can you hear me now?
That's the issue. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, that's the issue.
You ain't got to pay Brock for another year or two.
You're gonna pay him
but
next year.
It's gonna carry over. It's gonna carry over until
you're gonna pay him next year, because if you don't pay him next year, you're gonna be paying more. So the market's going up. So they want to get the best price right now. Like, that's why you pay him early. But my thing about IU, he's a product of the system. Okay, I saw him when he came out of Arizona. I was pissed because they could have got CD Lamb. I was pissed. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? They talked about his catch radius. They talked about how fast he was. He was a late bloomer. He went to JUCO. Then he went to Arizona State. To me, he's not. With the receiver market being the way it is now, they overpaying for that position. Yep. I feel that's like problem. That's the issue. Jerry Rice and John Taylor played together. Alvin Harper and Michael Irvin played together, but you knew who the number one got paid like that. But I feel like Deebo Samuel's, like, people were worried if we were going to be able to beat Detroit or Green Bay without Deebo. When Deebo's not out there, teams are not really fearing the 49ers on the edge. The problem with Ayuk is inconsistency. So let's go back to the Cleveland Brown game early in the season. And of course it was raining, but the Browns, Deebo get hurt, and then the game plan changes. Then we go to the game against Minnesota. Deebo's out again. So this is Ayuk's chance with Jennings and Kittles to showcase that he can be the number one, because he's the number one. It don't matter who's not out there with CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb gonna have a presence on that game. Justin Jefferson gonna have a presence on that game. I feel like Devontae Smith's the same way. He's not AJ Brown. The number two got to get paid like the number two, and they're not doing that. They paying them like number one. You can't have two number one. You can't have two receivers making that amount of money on one team. It'll happen. He'll get his money, but eventually I'll move off of one of the other. Deebo is injury prone, and so therefore, Ayuk has the chemistry with Brock, and that's Brock's favorite receiver. But you can find a Brandon Ayuk. You can find a
that's why I feel like you can find a Brandon Ayuk. It's hard to find Deebo's.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Deebo back there, kick return, punt return. He plays running back. He was worth the money that you were paying. Ayuk, being real, in the Super Bowl, Jennings was about to win the MVP.
He was. Jennings made more big time catches in the playoff stretch.
Right.
That was something that I brought up in the debate. I said it was for Jennings being out them huge catches in the middle of the field and the sideline. And the game would have been over.
And they're
Jennings showed out.
They're going to eventually have to pay him because
he's a dog. He run blocking everything. He'd get after it. And
you could take, and it's these guys are products of the system. Like I really feel like you can find another Ayuk. You found Ayuk. I know you can find another Ayuk. I'm not taking Ayuk over no receiver. I'm not taking him over Justin Jefferson. He's not even in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? He's in that second. He's in that second tier.
Second tier. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
the Steelers just took a guard, Strofe.
Yeah.
I don't know his last name. Yeah, they gotta give Russell Wilson some help. They gotta protect him. They can't have him like he in Denver.
The Steelers need to get back to what we're
Run the
known
football.
for. Just being physical on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, cause we saw the holes just wasn't opening up. And I guess that's why Najee Harris looking like he was looking the first half of the season. Like
them
he
holes ain't
couldn't.
well, and they got better as the year went.
Yeah, they got better, yeah. But they just need to shore up their running game because it was
I
looking
think this might be
lackluster.
the best run blocking guard in the draft, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get up early.
All right, man.
I gotta get up early in the morning. I got a customer that opened up at 7:30 and closed at 12. So it's in Gulfport.
Oh, you got a good little job.
I gotta be moving, but it was fun, man. I'm gonna see my pick. My pick don't matter. That usually win the Super Bowl.
You will
man.
see it in the morning.
I don't care about our pick. I mean, I want to win the Super Bowl. But it was fun, man. The highlight of my night was Penix Jr. and J.J. McCarthy. I can't wait to speak about this.
Right.
A Michigan quarterback taken at number 10.
Number 10.
Hey,
Bill Belichick, he gave the breakdown of what he saw.
Man, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, bro.
All right, Flowers, man. The Dolphins on the clock.
They pick is in.
Oh, if pick is in? Dang, yours faster than mine. I just switched over to ESPN or something. I'm on. Look, I got my laptop pulled up, right?
Well, you know, they got ABC, ESPN. It's on so many networks tonight.
Right. This is a whole like freaking, this like the Super Bowl, the draft, man. Because NBA draft don't get this coverage. The WNBA draft don't get this coverage. Nobody gets this coverage up for NFL.
The draft is don't get me wrong. The draft has been wonderful. I will say this: with all the skepticism from earlier of them talking about this team is going to trade up, this team is going to trade up, it kind of had me wanting to watch the draft tonight to see, who's going to move up, who's going to do what. Man, nobody has really made any moves that we thought that were going to be made. We thought that some of the teams in the top were going to trade down. And it's fine because it went how it was supposed to go so far. Now we're with the Dolphins at 21. The Dolphins, man, knowing them, they probably go offense. I wouldn't be shocked. I heard reports of them. They like the worthy kid from Texas, the guy with the fastest 40 time.
Yeah.
I heard that they were big on him. They might take him. Realistically, I don't know who's available as far as I mean, they're taking a lot of offensive as you see. A lot of offensive linemen went in the first round. Like this is a big tackle guard draft. If the value for another tackle or guard is still with that pick with Miami, I'm taking that. You protect the franchise. Also, Miami had a lot of injuries defensively. I know they lost
Xavier Howard. They lost
I wouldn't be shocked
if they lost a linebacker.
Jalen Phillips, he tore his Achilles late. They got Chubb. They got pieces. They lost the defensive tackle to the Raiders, Wilkins. So I wouldn't. I'm quite sure the smart thing would be to take care of Tua, and that's within the offensive line if the value is there. If that value is not there, you get the best player, that can help you score points. That's probably the worthy kid that fits the bill as far as Dolphins are a track team. So Worthy fits that bill. Or you go defense. Like I said, we still haven't seen any corners taken. This could be an ideal spot also. But if it's me, I'm trying to protect the franchise first and foremost. Tua needs to be upright for this team, to work. And they need home field advantage. They can't afford to go back to Kansas City in late December, January.
Well, my issue with the Dolphins is that they always trying to score points, man. Like you said, they're looking at Worthy and everything. They can put up points with literally the best of them. They literally one of the best teams to score the points. So I'm thinking like they need to go defense, show up the corner. Like I said, they lost Xavier Howard. There's not really nobody else on the opposite side. Ramsey that can help out, and they need to figure out how to stop teams when they play against really good teams. They couldn't stop them. I mean, we saw the Bills. Well, I think it was early in the season they just beat the mess out of them.
Yeah.
They straight destroyed them. So when they play against other teams that can actually score touchdowns and put up points, they struggle. And they need to stop having all these trap meets and actually come out there and play sound football and stop the other teams from scoring. So I'm thinking corner or edge for them just to
looking at the best available.
Taking that will help out too. That means he want the press. You know what he did against the Chiefs when they couldn't even move the ball. If the defense would have made some more plays, then it'd been a lot different. But neither the offense side of the ball, defense side of the ball couldn't do anything. So it's gonna be interesting for the Dolphins.
Have been taken like that you want to take in the first round. Versus the two, the guy we took, and Turner. Those guys are gone. So I don't think the value is there at 21 far as rush in. You probably can get something second, third round. You can find something there. I think they need to take that center from Duke, or they need to go corner right here. Cooper DeJean from Iowa, he can play corner, he can play safety. I think they got him graded as a safety, but he played corner in Iowa. The guy from Toledo, the Mitchell kid. I just think it's so many things you can do. If it's me, you take the center from Duke. Help out Tua. Give him somebody that can protect them. Oh, they took Chop Robinson from Penn State. I forgot about Chop Robinson. That's the last pass rusher.
Yeah, he was on the board. Yeah, they had Chop Robinson and Quinton Mitchell.
Yeah, that's
Quinton Mitchell.
Yeah, that's the corner from Toledo.
So the Dolphins, they went edge, man. I don't know I don't have the stats in front of me or what where they ranked in pressures.
Who?
But I don't think I think they were in the middle of the pack if I'm not mistaken.
Who you talking about? Miami?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now Phillips and they were getting pressure. They were getting pressure. They probably was middle of the pack as far as pressure, but they probably did need they needed an edge rusher because I don't know if Jalen Phillips will be 100% coming in. Chop is a raw prospect, great burst. I heard of him being a first round pick throughout this process. I think he's just probably more on the raw end, but the upside might be the best out of him. I think we got the best pure pass rusher and the two from UCLA. But I think Chop Robinson has a chance to be one of the better ones also. He's in a good position.
Yeah, he don't have to come in automatically and be the man because there's other guys there, that can do the job like Chubb and when Phillips come back. So the Eagles on the clock, man.
They going.
They going corner. What? The guy from Alabama?
Whoever. They just need some help. They need.
Help. They need to get younger on that side of the ball. They need to get younger, man.
You lose Fletcher. They need some secondary help, man.
They do bad.
They need to take the best corner available on their board right now. I just don't see them going any else. I don't see them going elsewhere other than corner right here. I'll be shocked if they go some other than corner unless they decided to take the center from Duke to replace Kelsey or the guy from Oregon, something like that. But I would think the Eagles would go corner right here.
Yeah, especially in that division where they getting weapons and add more pieces. And if you can't come out there and
they struggle, they
best receivers. Yeah, man, we even saw Darius Slay out there struggling, even to make tackles.
They struggle even to make tackles. For them not to draft somebody right here, I find it hard to believe that they don't.
We saw the Lions take their guy and Brian what's his name? The corner from Alabama. I can't remember his name. Brian something.
Oh, Branch.
Yeah, Brian Branch.
He played,
so we saw the Lions. He played safety, but they
played nickel too.
He played all over the place. And that's what the Eagles need. They need a young guy like that can come in and do it all.
If you want to go that route, the kid from Iowa, Cooper DeJean, because like I say,
yeah,
they're talking about he can play corner. They're talking about move him to safety, so you have a guy right there that can play two positions right there. But Quentin Mitchell, if I had to guess, Quentin Mitchell maybe right here. You got the Arnold kid from Bama. I haven't seen him being talked about the corner. You got Kool-Aid McKinstry still.
How good can the Eagles? Can you think the Eagles can bounce back this coming off season?
I think the Eagles need a better leader as far as coach. I've been saying this for the longest, but after San Francisco and Dallas thumped them, man, they lost their mojo, man. So Sirianni he's Mr. Rah-Rah guy when they're winning, they're 10-0, and he's like stick it to this person and that person,
right?
But when they lose and adversity, draws over the organization. Where that's when Sirianni needs to be a leader, and he doesn't lead, in my opinion, when he's needed to, when things need to be led. This job, that Philly job, is setting up for somebody like Bill Belichick. Dallas, Philly, Giants. I'm trying to think of, could it be somebody else? Dallas. Okay, yeah. Dallas, Philly, Giants, Bills. Bill Belichick. He'll have his choice between the four.
Yeah, because we saw from the Eagles, man, they just, like you said, they didn't have the leadership, man. We saw the team crumble.
They got
with the adversity. Yeah, they did. They had a running game. They couldn't put.
Let me tell you a story.
Jalen Hurts in the right situation, man. They put everything on him, man. We saw mistakes being had. Let's be honest.
Let me tell you a story. And I know we didn't play in the NFL. I didn't play in the NFL. But I think this story can relate to any kind of level you play on. I played on teams throughout my life then. We had talent. The easiest example I can give you, because you was there. We was at Hines. Yeah. We had so much talent. But we didn't have a great offensive coordinator. I will not say any names. And the head coach he was cool, but we needed something there that we felt that could have took us to the next level, and we felt like that person wasn't there. Like I say, and I can say the same thing in high school. The example in high school I can give, the same talent I played with in high school that was 4 and 6, the coach quit at halftime, walked off the field, and left. A guy came in, and in 2 years, that team was played in was in the South State Championship. That same team.
Dang.
Coaching makes a difference, man.
It does.
If you got the right guy that can lead guys, and it's all about the players buying in and believing, what these people have to preach and to offer. And if everybody buys in, man, you can have a great program, great success.
Because we saw with the Eagles players, man, they just look like they were out of it. Like
they have everything.
When AJ Brown coming out, when he been happy, now he seemed like he wasn't happy. Then you tell it was a locker room problem when guys are voicing their opinion, when they doing too much talking than playing. And I feel like the coach brought that on himself. The way he handled winning and everything else.
Image. Let me ask you this: you can agree with me or disagree with me. Your team is a split image of the head coach.
Yep, I agree. Mm-hmm. what you take on what the head coach is putting out. That's the identity. They always talking about, we gotta put an identity to the team. We gotta do this and that. And wherever the coach identity is, that's what the team take after. Is the Eagles peak in?
Yeah, Jordan Malala is doing it in Australia.
You said Jordan who? They took Quentin Mitchell.
Quentin
Mitchell. Yeah.
They had to take a corner, man. I'm actually shocked that we didn't take Quinion Mitchell. But as I hinted earlier, Ballard did say he loved our young corners. So that kind of made me feel like we weren't going to take a corner at 15. But Quinion Mitchell, I'm not shocked that he's the first corner taken. Me and my guy Beasley, shout out to my guy Beasley, we were pretty good on Quinion Mitchell. I think 4.3 speed from Toledo, solid, man. I think he was to the Senior Bowl, had a great showing, great combine. Very physical guy. Eagles are going to do well with this kid. Then they get Isaiah Rodgers. Eagles will be better next year. Definitely in the secondary, man. They'll definitely be better in the secondary.
That really was their downfall.
Yeah, that was their downfall. But they got to shore up, the linebacker core still. I know it might sound like I be hating on Jalen Carter. He's good. I just feel like he needs to be more impactful. That's all. He has some big shoes to fill because Fletcher Cox is a Hall of Famer.
Right on. You ain't lying about that.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox is a Hall of Famer. So that alone, you get them some big shoes to fill. So they're gonna need the impact from Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Nolan Smith, where you at? You gotta show up, man. They spent the first round pick on you.
Would you agree that Nolan Smith is more like a 3-4 type defender?
A rush in is a rush in, Ben, in my opinion. Whether it's 3-4, 4-3. It shouldn't matter if he's standing up or if his hand in the dirt. If he possessed the ability to bend, get around the corner, he can bend, get around the corner. That's just me. That's my opinion. It doesn't matter. He should be able to do both.
Because some people have him thinking like, well, he might be just a bit of a linebacker, more of a
that's fine. I mean, he can be a pass rushing linebacker, and they can use him in certain packages or what's not. But the thing is, you use players for what they do best,
right?
And the expectation. Go ahead.
Like Zach Bond, with the Saints, like he was a pass rusher, but he wasn't the size of him. He was like in betweener, right? So we used him more of a linebacker, and everybody felt like that we should use him more of a pass rush, which he was truly capable of coming out of college. And that's how I feel about Nolan. Like he may be an in betweener, just from his style.
What he did at Georgia is what got him drafted. That was going after the quarterback.
Right. So use them like that.
You can develop you can develop skills. Do what you do best. Whatever got you there, that's what the Eagles need to focus on. They need pass rushers. He can be Hassan. I don't know if you know this, but Hassan Reddick, him coming out of Temple, he was a stand-up linebacker.
I didn't know that.
Arizona. Yeah, he was a stand-up
wasn't TJ Watt? Wasn't TJ Watt almost the same caliber? Because he was like playing linebacker-ish type edge.
Perfect example. TJ Watt, they can stand him up. They can put his hand in the dirt. But the main thing, TJ can drop it back in coverage. But the main thing TJ Watt for is putting his hand in the dirt and going after the quarterback. It doesn't matter if he's standing up or his hand in the dirt.
Nolan Smith, man, I don't think he hardly got any PT.
No, I'm quite sure he'll come around. I'm the kind of person I gotta call you out for it. If you're taking somebody in the first round, you traded back up for this guy. So obviously you thought that the value was there for him. He would have went in the second round. It would have been fine.
Yeah, he would have.
But if you take a guy right there like that, you expect him to come in and be able to play. Like Kansas City took George Kalafdis. Look at him. He came in, played early. He won 2 Super Bowls now. So I would have thought Nolan Smith would have came in earlier and just got the time. But let's not take away from Quinion Mitchell. Congratulations to that kid. It was a big need for Philly.
Yeah, that's right. He can come in and be that number 2 corner. And shoot, he might even beat out Darius Slay. Darius Slay, he showed some regression this past season. I don't know what the deal was, but he wasn't there
old,
mentally. Man. He wasn't there mentally. It was just some mistake he was making.
He getting old, bro. Darius Slay is getting old. Darius Slay has been in the league over 12 years. He's getting old. I remember when he was in Detroit.
That's what I say. Detroit, yep.
Mm-hmm. And he came into Detroit. Nobody knew who he was, and next thing you know, Darius Slay is a lockdown corner. I think Jacksonville takes a wide out right here. I think they take Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, I think they said the pick is in. You said wide out. Yep, they take Brian Thomas Jr. Woo! I mean, we see them added Gabe Davis. They added who's the other wide receiver? Duvernay.
Yeah, they don't have a true number one. In my opinion, I mean, Christian Kirk's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think he's the one thing. He always felt like he was number two type.
Brian, I mean, they really never had a true number one. Not shocked by this pick at all, man. Definitely not shocked. This
what Trevor Lawrence needed.
Yeah,
he needed at this point. We look at him like, okay, are you capable of leading a team? Because we saw where you don't show up to games and you make these mental mistakes, and we wondering, do you have the right pieces around you? Do you need something else? I don't want to say this is a make and break year for him, but it's time to put up or shut up.
I'm with you, but I'm not going to be as lenient on Trevor Lawrence. Yes, he's a division rival. I might come off as sounding salty, but look, I got a bone to pick with people that sit up here and tell me this kid is better than Andrew Luck and John Elway coming out of college. He wasn't.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. That's not saying the kid can't play and he's not good, but the kid had everything tailor-made to him. Deshaun Watson laid the map. Trevor Lawrence came in and walked down a yellow brick road while he was in Clemson. He had all the talent on both sides of the ball, and he really didn't have to do too much. What was the adversity when he was in Clemson? At least you've seen it with Deshaun Watson. Like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Trevor Lawrence, but him and Daniel Jones have the same exact stats. That is not
That's wild.
Transcendent talent.
It's not. Because I saw instances where he showed like he played like Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Throwing it across the field like it's double cover over there. It like why are you throwing it to that side? I think it was against the Texans he threw their interceptions in the end zone. It was covered over there. And I was just like, man, Trevor, you should be burying this, man. The Jacksonville, like how they're getting beat down by who they were losing to, but they came all the way back. Was it Chargers? Yeah, the Chargers in the playoff, they had them whooped. And Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions in the first half. Come on. That's when I started having. That's when my red flag started waving. I'm like, hold up.
Well, prior to that, when you remember when they was in London and he threw. That's kind of when it was like, yeah, it's something wrong with this kid. When he threw that interception when they was playing Denver, you like, damn, what are you throwing it to? Now, Dallas is on the clock. I'm curious to see. This is an intriguing pick right here because I'm curious to see where Dallas goes. I have a feeling where they
they have a lot of needs though. They have a lot of needs.
What they need is not on the board right now. They needed one of them
backer.
Man, they needed one of them tackles.
Oh yeah, they lost Tyron.
They needed one. Yeah, they lost one of them tackles. Where they go right here, I mean, unless this is a tackle I don't know about. This stuff, that's worthy of going 24. I had to see who's available, but Dallas needs.
Man, Dallas is something serious though. They didn't literally do anything in free agency, right? Jerry Jones. I mean, what kinds of money tied up with Dak?
Yes.
And
they tied up pretty bad, man.
Didn't he get a big payday not too long ago?
You gotta pay CD pretty soon. You gotta pay Michael pretty soon.
I know.
They
Well,
paid Zach Martin wanted more money
yeah,
last year.
they played Zach Martin. Well, that was understandable, the old lineman, but
Yeah, you gotta take care of
you
that.
just can't. Like some of the things they did in previous years is what got them to this point where they had instances to shore up this team to even make that jump from, being a pre-contender to being a real legit contender. They had a chance, but I think the ship is probably sailed now, where they didn't even call Derrick Henry. Like, how you not call Derrick Henry just to get a quota or to see what?
Yeah, that's I don't
Like,
understand
how you
myself.
not do that? That means that you are not doing your homework. You're not literally doing anything to make your team better.
Well,
That
you hear what
you
they
you
did,
just
right?
what's that?
They have in contact with Ezekiel Elliott's agent.
Why?
To bring him back. I mean, they can bring him back now for the cheap. I mean, they couldn't keep him when he was there because they paid him too much.
That's another thing. Another terrible business decision.
That I mean, I can go on
Too
and on.
much.
I mean, they always
A
paid
long
that
list.
2 years too late.
Yeah, you gotta jump on that train early, just like the Eagles did. They went ahead and paid Jalen because they knew it was gonna be crazy the next year, but they paid that.
They
like,
waited.
we got.
Go ahead.
I was about to say they just scrambled and we gotta pay Dak,
Okay.
so let's go ahead and pay him now.
Dak, for instance, and the clock is started running out. I don't think Dallas know what they want to do. But
so my question is, do they even have all the years? Did they actually have a game plan down the road to have this team, to pay these players in a timely manner? I wonder, did they even have a blueprint?
Well, Dallas, I think Dallas thing is they've had so much on the dead cap end they've had to get rid of and everything else. And it's just tied, like I say, they paid Dak 2 years too early. I mean 2 years too late, 3 years too late. All Dallas traded they pick.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. They to the Lions.
That's smart. Because Dallas needs more. Wonder who the Lions take right here. The corner.
They're probably going defense. Corner.
Yeah, I can see the Lions going corner.
After Sutton, Cam Sutton went on.
I can see him getting another wideout, honestly.
Well, they just paid St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St. But opposite of St. Brown, let's be real here. Opposite of Amon-Ra St. Brown, other than Laporta, who is Jared Goff throwing to?
Reynolds is not liable.
You hit my point. Why not bring somebody in explosive like the Worthy kid to help? I know they got the Williams the kid they drafted from Bama. Yeah, Jameson Williams. I just don't know if that's gonna pan out.
Yeah, he should. I know he was suspended for a year, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was hurt, and then he got suspended for half a year.
Yeah, half a year. So he haven't made that leap. He maybe time he makes that leap, but I don't know. He averaging like 2 catches a game, which is not realistic.
Detroit got to continue to build up. So I think they need to continue that. They need to go defense, but I wouldn't be mad if they went offense. Went a wide
if they win receiver, which one are you thinking about?
They need somebody that can stretch the field. So the Worthy.
Oh, you said Worthy. Yeah, you said Worthy.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I know they got Jameson Williams that can stretch the field.
But he can't stay healthy. He can't stay on the field.
Yeah, he can't stay on the field. So get somebody, like I said, the fastest guy in the draft that can come in and probably stretch the field. Other than that, they'll go corner.
I think they go corner.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
They go corner here.
So they need it.
Like I said, because Sutton was their number one guy.
Yeah,
right?
He can't be a number one.
He's gone. Well, I think he got released.
Well, they traded for who that Carlton Davis.
You know how I feel about Carlton Davis.
I know how you feel about that. But let's say they got Brian Branch back there. He can play slide. He can play safety.
They lost.
Who else?
They lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah,
he went back to Philly.
Yeah, it makes more sense for them to take a corner right here. I would look. They probably take one of these Alabama kids.
Yeah, team them up with Brian
Arnold,
Branch.
Yeah,
Taron Arnold. I think it is. How you pronounce his name?
Taron Arnold or Kool-Aid McKinstry, one of them.
Pro Football Focus said that Lions don't play. They don't play zone. They play man.
Man to man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
the Toledo guy would have been a great fit. Mitchell, that'd been a great fit.
Pro Football Focus brought up that they said they think Arnold is not a good man corner because how Alabama was getting torched this past season, and Saban had to switch to a zone type man defense here and there.
I will say that as far as that, Alabama wasn't getting the same pressure that we're used to seeing. So you can't cover people forever. Yeah, like the quarterbacks had more time, and like Saban hadn't had the best defense Saban probably had. It's probably been 6 years ago when they had all those guys that went into the league at one time.
First round, one after the other.
Goodness gracious! Oh my goodness! Who was in that? I can't remember who was in that.
I can't remember everybody, but they had
goodness gracious,
a couple of corners, man. Who?
Oh, Minka Fitzpatrick and they had so many people.
They had a slew of guys. They're escaping my mind right now, but they had a slew of guys.
It's escaping around, but bro, they might have got like 5, 6 all pros on that team. My goodness, the defensive tackles in Washington, those guys on that team. The Allen and
Allen.
Mm-hmm. They had so much talent. Oh my goodness, it's escaping me.
That's why he couldn't pay nobody else. He couldn't pay. He couldn't pay for the players anymore since the NIL deals.
See, the Lions took Taron Arnold from Alabama. See?
Yep. I mean, it made perfect sense. I mean, they they lost Sutton, and the 49ers came back on them in the playoffs.
Yeah, you build what you're weak at, and obviously the back end is the weakest thing Detroit had. This makes plenty of sense, man. Not like I said, we just called it a minute ago. We're not shocked by it. They need it, man, because Minnesota's coming. Green Bay's pretty good.
So
the Bears.
The Bears, man. Depending on how Caleb Williams play, you definitely getting the Bears an A+, huh? For getting a Doozy way.
That's automatic. Caleb and Doozy on first day. That you can't beat that, man.
Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, they just really both.
He's coming into a great situation.
Yeah, kind of got Eberflus want him. Eberflus want him. So,
but when the last time have you ever seen a rookie comment that he got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Roma Duzier, Cole Kmet, Everett, offensive line top 15, Swift, Herbert,
Herbert.
That is a solid offensive football team.
They ain't getting a new stadium in 4 years?
Hopefully.
Hey, did you see that video?
Yes. But they're talking about putting that one outside the city limits, outside of Chicago.
Yeah, because they were talking about how Soldier Field didn't have no parking. Man, it could be. I don't hate it though. I hope they still call it Soldier Field, right?
That's the best.
I hope they put up the soldier columns. I don't know you've been to Soldier Field. I've seen it.
I've seen
the soldiers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope
that's
they add that piece to it.
Field in the NFL.
Yes, indeed. Like Soldier Field is almost like now in the same league as the Frozen Tundra, but it has that history.
It has that history. Yeah, it's the history to it.
So that's. I know Bears fans.
You don't have too many more old stadiums like that. Like Soldier Field's been there 60, 70 years. Lambeau's been there 70 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the last of dying breeds right there.
What do they do with the old stadiums? Do they destroy them or
they blow them up?
Dang.
Mm-hmm. They blow them up.
Well, everybody get your pictures. Get as many pictures as you can.
They usually put it on. Well, I don't know about nowadays, but like when we were younger, they would put it on TV.
Yeah.
I remember.
What that Minnesota stadium got blown up? Was it Minnesota? Right?
Yeah, I mean, they do it to all of them, but they usually show it. I want to say I was out on the road with my father when Lincoln Financial was built. It was either Lincoln Financial, it was one of them, but we was pretty close to the. Well, I got home and seen them blow it up, but they had finished building the stadium. They ended up blowing it up on national television. So,
man, I just hate to see it, but they need one bad because they was complaining about the parking and everything else at that stadium.
Yeah, it probably needs to be outside the city limits.
So who's on the clock? Green Bay.
The pick is in. Man, Green Bay has a lot
defense.
of stuff. Yeah, you just go defense, add on to the depth of the defense.
Definitely with the Bears stacking up. I mean, you gotta have a nullifier there. So you go defense, go corner or D tackle, try to get some pressure. Safety, they need a safety bad. Right
I'm
now.
trying to think. Oh, see, there's still a lot of corners left on the board. I guess Cooper DeJean might end up going tomorrow.
Yeah, that's where it's seeing. Got Tampa. What Tampa? I mean, they lost Carlton. They lost Sean Martin Burfing left a year ago. What was the other guy's name? Oh, Jimmy Dean cooked Jimmy Dean bacon, cooked sausages, where you want to say about him. He's gone. So maybe Buccaneers make a play for a corner, especially how they played this past season.
This is probably the end of the first round. You probably about to see a lot of corners taken right here because there's a lot of teams at this end that need them. Kansas City, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Arizona's coming back up. This is their second pick. So I'm quite sure we're about to see about 2 or 3 corners go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a run on corners soon. Cause the Lions took the first one. No,
the Bills will take a wide out, I think, unless they trade back out into the second round. See, I know the first round. We love watching the first round. Right. But I love the second and third round.
That's the gems.
That's the money round right there. Especially the second. Like you get so many great players in the second and third round nowadays. It's ridiculous.
You do. You really do.
Chris Ballard.
What's so crazy is like you have the first round guys, but really a lot of NFL teams are made up of later round guys.
Yeah. That's the league.
It's crazy.
Undrafted mid-round guys. That's the league. The best players in the league. Undrafted mid-round guys. Our team.
What do they say about scouting?
It's a lot of players though.
It is. You can't meet all of them. You can't meet all the practices and everything. Look at all the tape.
You're gonna miss something. It's just you have to have eyes in particular places. I still think the SWAC is a gold mine. As far as wideouts, corners. Every now and then you may find like a lot of your legends, and like I said, they're speaking then. I don't know about nowadays because they're not going to go to those kind of schools, but straight hands and people like that. You got Hall of Famers that went to SWAC schools. I can think of Robert Mathis with the coach. He was at Alabama A&M. Great pass rusher. The talent is there, but it's just so much talent in Division I. It gets overlooked.
Yeah, especially God, they want to be bringing the revenue. Jordan Morgan,
tackle.
What's that? Oh, tackle.
Is it O tackle or D tackle?
Yeah, I think that's O. Yeah, it's O tackle. From Arizona, 6'5", 311.
Tackles I've ever seen.
Like Green Bay, I feel like Jordan Love was under pressure that much.
I mean, they lose David Bakhtiari.
Oh yeah, they lost Runyon.
Yeah, and they lose Runyon. So you lose Bakhtiari and Runyon. So yeah, you do have to kind of take care of that. And Tampa Bay's ready to pick also. Tampa
Bay said, man, let's get this night over with, man. We got things to do. We still got tomorrow.
It really isn't too much. Like I say, this part of the draft, you might want to consider trading back. I'm quite sure the Bucks probably take a corner right here.
Cooper, they have a Cooper Dean right there for them. Like I said, they need a corner. They lost a lot of corners. I don't remember who's the other safety besides Winfield for the Bucks.
I can't remember the other safety. See, that's the thing right there. You got Winfield and that's it. Like you got to redo your whole secondary.
Now, we know the offense is great, right? We know they can put up points and they can get hot. So they need to stop some people because what the Lions did to them, like they was in the game with the Lions. They had a chance to do some things, but they just couldn't.
They got to get the right play back end. I mean,
they
especially Todd Bowles, he loves blitz. So there's a lot of man-to-man going on. So they got to have the right pieces out there for Todd Bowles' defense to work.
That's what a lot of coaches complain about. Like, give me the players, get what I need. And that's why I was hoping the Saints would do, with Kubiak, let him build his own offense. Give him the pieces, get him the guys that he wants to come in and let him get to work. I think that's what smart coaches do. They let you pick the guys you want and build what you need, man. Give me the supplies and I'll do the rest. And I really don't want to see Tampa do anything. I want them to take a running back or somebody that they take something they really don't need, a tight end. Hold on, they probably do need. They don't even know who the tight end is for.
Was it in the Cotton or something like that?
Oh yeah, it was like
Auden. Yeah, Auden,
something like that. Yeah.
He's a non-factor.
He's a good run blocker and a little bit pie. Yeah, he's solid. He one of the blue chip collar guys, But right now the Saints, we fighting up the hill. I'm still shocked about Atlanta, but I'm happy. Like, okay.
No, it's happy because it makes uncertainty.
Right now they're gonna be fighting over playing time and everything else. So I was like, maybe we still got a shot in the division with Atlanta. When I thought when they signed Kirk Cousins, I was like, man, shoot, now they got a quarterback. They was holding them back. Ritter was holding them back. Tyler Heineke, he just didn't. We'll just say he just didn't do good. he just didn't do what they need him to do. So I was like, okay. Then there's the Panthers. The Panthers, they dead in the water right now. I don't know how they gonna look this coming up season. Cause they ain't have no first round pick.
Nah, they can.
Not sure. I'm not sure on that bundle.
Than what you did. Can't do no worse than what you did.
Well, they won 2 games.
Yeah,
2 games.
But that's probably them in New England, probably the worst talent ran teams I've ever seen.
Right. It really is.
And I know it definitely stings for the Panthers to be the worst team and not have the number 1 pick.
It should just for a minute I thought CJ Stroud was the guy they were really looking at. I really thought it was CJ Stroud more than Bryce.
It was, but it was the owner. Because Frank wanted CJ. Listen, it's documented that Frank told CJ, I'll see you here. It's a done deal after the private workout.
What? Why do owners do that? They act like they know more than the coaches and the GMs.
Not all owners do that. Tepper is just the kind of guy, and it's these guys. He's a billionaire. He's self-made. He built this.
I do this for fun.
They get it's just one of them things. Or he got money. He buys a team. He thinks he knows it all, so he puts his input. Because they were saying that he was calling plays. They said I was hearing that David Tepper was calling plays. He was throwing in recommendations for plays to be ran. That's meddling to the 3rd degree right there.
I was just going here and resign. Cause you can't win like that. You cannot be successful. Your owner.
I seen Frank Wright go from 65 to 80. He looked that bad. Like Frank Wright did not look. Frank Wright looked like he was old and wore out by the time Tepper got rid of him. He came in that job looking pretty good. When he left that job, Frank Wright did not look the same.
He sucked the soul out of him.
He sucked the soul out of him. He sucked the life. David Tepper sucked the life out of Frank Wright.
He sucked the life out. He sucked the life out of the whole team. Cause Bryce Young after a while, like they wouldn't even try to protect him. Like dude said, down said Hut, he was sacked, man. It was just like the team just quit automatically.
And I think they signed some offensive linemen to help them. It hurts that they don't have a first round, and they'll have a high pick tomorrow. I think they still got their second round pick, but still, yeah, that burns to not have that number one pick. And then Chicago's probably about to be what Carolina wanted to be.
Man, Carolina, that's because how they get Carolina draft pick? Didn't they swap? They
did a pick swap.
Well, the Buccaneers pick is in. They took a center, Graham Barton, 6'5", 313. Dang, that's a tall center. Centers don't usually be that tall, huh?
Yeah.
6'5".
That's probably one of the tallest centers that you're gonna see. You usually see a center about 6'3". That's
Baker.
6'5". You want that the length and the arm reach. You want that. Man, he picks are coming in quick now. Cardinals pick already.
Cardinals. Who are they taking?
I would think they probably go defense here. Yeah, you go defense here. That's offensive line.
Isn't Isaiah Simmons with the Giants now?
Yes.
I thought so. So I think he left last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was with the Giants this past year. Mm-hmm.
So they showing on my TV. They still showing the Buccaneers pick, and they show Ty Bowles celebrating getting his center. I know they need a center, to be honest. I know there was.
Well, what's that center? Wasn't it Ryan Jensen?
Yeah.
He retired, right? Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, he ended up retiring, if I'm not mistaken. Or he was hurt all last. It was one of the two. So it makes sense. They needed to replace that position because they're pretty solid. Tristan Wirfs, they got a bookend tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I know they lost Kappa to the Bengals because the Bucs had a pretty good offensive line at one.
That's what I'm thinking.
They had Kappa. I think he's with the Bengals now. So yeah, you do want to replace that. The Cardinals are picking on my screen.
Yeah, I'm looking online right now at the Cardinals. I don't know how I feel about them, to be honest.
Edge.
They got who? Darius
drafted
yeah, they need an edge. Yeah, they need that.
Defense. We thought it would be defense pick because you got the glory and the glamour and Marvin Harrison Jr. You got to match it with a defensive piece.
So the Bills are on the clock, man. Receiver Xavier Leggett.
Wide out.
Xavier, your guy, your country guy, your country boy.
I hope he does not go to the Bills. That is a Chris Bella guy that deserves to be picked by Indianapolis tomorrow, in my opinion. I can't have my way. If I had my way, we had Marvin Harrison Jr. tonight.
Right. Yeah, I know that feeling. And I know that some of the Saints fans wanted Xavier Leggett in round 2. That's what they were really looking forward to. But the Bills, they need a corner too. They lost Poyer. They lost White.
Tre'Davious White. They lost a linebacker. They lost some defensive pieces, man.
Let me see. Let me put up. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one. I can pull up what they all lost.
I know Matt Milano is coming back from injury, so that'll be a big boost.
All right, so they lost Zach Lawson. Remember, they ain't heard his name from Clemson. I forgot
Shaq
about
Lawson.
him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They lost Leonard Floyd, Lindell Joseph, Jordan Phillips.
They lost a bunch of 1-year guys.
Tyrell Dawson, Dane Jackson. I don't remember Dane Jackson. Michael
Dante
Hyde
Jackson
and Poyer.
or
Dane Jackson. Yeah, corner.
Okay.
And then they lost Michael Hyde and Poyer. They 2 safeties.
They lost both of them. Oh goodness.
Yes, they need to go. I feel like, man, I said, who I told this? I told this to Gatwood. Go get MT. Go get Tyler Boyd, because you can fix that with those guys. It won't be the best fit, but you have some weapons out there, right? But they really need to sure with that back end. I didn't know it was that bad. But they could make a trade for the Bengals wide out. T. Higgins.
I mean, if they're gonna do that, they need to do it right now. Trade 28 for him. That's what I would do. I mean, if you look at that or second round, if you're gonna do it. You're gonna have to pay him. But you trading Diggs frees up the opportunity to be able to sign and pay somebody like that.
Mm-hmm. And they good. They're in a good area with cap right now. So T. Higgins, they can give T. Higgins the max deal what he's looking for. Mm-hmm. So they are, like I said, our draft for corner, and Cooper DeJean is right there waiting for him, or Xavier Leggett.
They traded the pick to Kansas City.
Kansas City again, Xavier Leggett. They get a receiver. They get a receiver because
that or corner.
But you were right though. That the speculation is that that the Kansas City receiver, dang, his name escaped me.
Who? Rice.
Yes, Rice. He might get suspended a couple of games. I think half a season. That was speculation half a season. That don't make no sense. 6. Like we go from freaking Jordan Addison to
stop right there.
The Ravens
receiver. Hold on. Stop right there. The one thing I will say about Jordan Addison, his excuse was his dog was having a medical emergency.
Yeah,
he was trying to get his dog to a bed. But he didn't cause any accidents. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think he got suspended. No, he might got fined.
No, he got fined. It wasn't.
So that's what I'm saying. The scale. When I was looking for your special, I was looking at the scales from Henry Ruggs to Jordan Addison, the whole scale wise. Henry Ruggs.
That's a big ass scale though, man.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm starting at the lowest. Then I'm going from the highest. So I'm trying to put what he did on that scale. Right.
Listen to me.
He was more. I feel like he was more closer to Henry Ruggs type deal because he could kill somebody. Like his car.
Listen to me now. He didn't. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I disagree with you somewhat. I don't think it's up to that magnitude as far as what Henry Ruggs did. I think it's probably 3 or 4 notches down from it. Now, and I'm only saying this because of how the situation played out. Yes, he's wrong for leaving the accident scene, but like I was telling you before, him leaving saved him because it's supposed to be Henry Ruggs' accident. If he stays at that scene, Ben, they find that he's on the scene of the accident. They're finding guns in the car because you hear people saying they're moving guns. It's not on camera, so that's hearsay. So yes, the accident is there, so they get him for reckless driving. Somebody's gonna sue him. They'll be handled in civil court. I mean,
but that's why
all I'm saying is accidents happen every day. That's what I'm saying. Now,
but not speed racing accidents.
Yes, that happens every day. But the reckless part of it needs to be punished. But this is his first time, and they go by the rules of the players union. So if the league even tried to suspend him for a year, that's when the player union come in and say, "Hey, no, you can't do that." So it's a check and balance thing. That's why I was always saying 6 would probably be, because it's his first offense and nobody was killed. But
lucky for
it
him, but
doesn't.
there was people injured. So
It,
that's what I was saying.
it doesn't take away. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott was in a car accident some years back. He
I
hit
don't remember
somebody.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you examples of car. I mean, who was the wideout that killed somebody?
Dante Stallworth.
No, yeah, Dante Stallworth killed somebody and played that same week, bro. You know, so that's what I'm saying. I've seen too many instances. Now, if they would have killed somebody, we wouldn't be having the same conversation. But what I'm saying is that didn't happen. As an accidents happen every day. They'll sue in civil court and win, but the NFL is going to protect its players, you know, when they are given the chance to. This is one of those chances.
The Seahawks, not Seahawks, the Chiefs didn't make no drastic moves by saying anything. I don't think they released a statement or nothing like that.
I mean, because you gotta think about. I mean, after it happened, you hear that he was cooperating with the police, so obviously they was setting everything up. And it came to come turn yourself in, go through the process. He's back out. It'll go away.
Yeah, he's very lucky that his
He's very lucky.
It's right.
Very.
How Mosono stated that it was like a very busy highway at that time at 6. It's very busy at 6 something.
Yeah, it's a lot of traffic. Where they wrecked it, that's in the heart of Dallas. There's a lot of traffic through there, man. He's lucky.
He is. Now you been to Dallas, right?
Oh yeah.
So I've been to Dallas. It's like NASCAR on highways.
Speed limit is 80 miles.
Yes. Like they'll look at me because my tag say Mississippi. They're like, man, these dudes drive slow. I had put out gun the whole time. I felt like I was like doing something wrong.
They look at you crazy if you do 65, 70 out there.
Yes, dude, they'll give me all kind of looks. I think I was going like 70, 75. They were still looking at me. They were driving by looking at me. I'm like, okay, I messed the thing up to 85.
You get out of Texas and touch New Mexico. That speed going through that desert, that speed limit 80 to 90.
Ooh, be gone.
Yeah, you be
I need to visit New Mexico.
They got water in Arizona too. They got water spots like every other mile or so. For when cars are running hot, you can just pull over. They got spots to where you got water stations. So when cars run hot, because you run 80, 90 out there, you trying to get on through there, man.
Especially in New Mexico, I can believe in the desert. So the Chiefs, how the Chiefs pick came in yet?
They about to pick now.
They definitely taking receiver, man. Who's that kid?
The Make-A-Wish kid.
No. I thought it was somebody famous, like he was connected to somebody. Hey, did we miss Sketch? I heard that Sketch was probably making the pick for the Texans.
The Texans don't got a first round pick.
So it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's probably tomorrow. The Texans took Xavier Worthy. I mean, Chiefs took Xavier Worthy. Mm-hmm. Look, this should have been the year I took Patrick Mahomes.
I mean,
Hollywood.
I feel like Xavier Leggett was probably a better option.
They're trying to replace Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I know, but I know they got rid of MVS, so they ain't have no speed guy.
Rasheed Rice gone for 8 games.
That's why I feel like Leggett would have been more of a.
You can't depend on Sky Moore.
Definitely, Sky Moore didn't exist.
I think you're underestimating Xavier Worthy. I think you see the 4-2-1.
I think of Ross.
I think he's more than. I think he's more than.
But Ross is bigger than Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy is like 150.
Yeah. Xavier Worthy is about 165, 170. Deshaun Jackson was too, but hell, Deshaun Jackson could run routes.
Xavier Worthy, I ain't
the
see
Ross
too much.
kid couldn't. Xavier Worthy can run routes, bro. I'm gonna tell you that now. He's just not this just run up the field guy try to catch the ball. He can run some routes. You put him with Patrick Mahomes, yeah, good luck. That's a great pickup for that kid. To be able to go to an ideal team in the NFL that can use his skill set. Texas knew how to use it, and the Reed know how to use it too.
That's a lot of speed.
You got Hollywood Brown on one side. You got Xavier Worthy on one side.
He looked taller though. He looked taller. 5'11".
I mean, give him 6 foot. That's
yeah.
Nice
He looked like 6 foot. I know Patrick Mahomes happy. Man, they just won a Super Bowl. Now they reading up. That's crazy.
The offense is gonna be better this year.
Yeah, I agree.
That's gonna be
scary. The Taylor Swift effect saved the Chiefs. God, it was it. I'm saying that right now, man. I'm sure of it because it was dead in the water. And then here comes oh man, we gotta do something. We gotta do something to help this. Hey, Travis Kelce, go holler at Taylor Swift. Man, that they rocking and rolling.
They ain't do nothing.
Hey, they went from yelling at the refs, Patrick Mahomes throwing his helmet to them winning the Super Bowl. That's crazy, man.
He ain't gonna throw it this year because he got somebody to throw it to now.
Right. He don't got to throw no more helmets. You don't have to throw any more helmets, Patrick Mahomes.
You got Kadarius Toney dropping wide open balls, lining up outside.
Line up outside.
The Dallas pick is in.
Oh, Dallas had 2 picks.
No,
they trade.
They traded back.
Yeah, they traded back. That's right.
That's Baltimore. That's next.
They took Tyler Gutton, the offensive tackle for the Cowboys. 6'8", 322 from Oklahoma.
Man, that's not a shocker. They had to take somebody to protect Dak's blind side. You lose probably a Hall of Famer and Tyron Smith, man.
Yeah. Then they lose to another. They lost a guard too, I believe.
I think they did.
Collins.
Right.
Was it Collins?
They lost somebody else too. You're right about that. But you can find a guard before you find a tackle in this league. You got to protect Prescott.
My thing is with Dallas, man, they lost so much and didn't do anything. Like, we really gonna rely on Zeke to carry the tote for Dallas.
I would think. I mean, I know they're talking to Zeke. That don't mean they're gonna sign him. There's some backs in this draft they can take. Maybe they're locked in on Rico Dowd and Deuce Vaughn and those guys.
The kid from Wisconsin. What's the kid from Wisconsin? The running back. I can't remember his name.
From Wisconsin. That's coming to the draft this year?
Yeah.
I'm not sure of his name. They got Blake Corn. You got a couple of running backs that's still out there.
Yeah, but Dallas, they need so much, man. Oh yeah, they lost Stephon Gilmore.
But they lost Gilmore and they get Diggs back. Bland to step into the 2 spot.
I don't trust Bland, man. All his stuff came off some out throws. They really came out. He really undercut a lot of throws, man.
I can't knock him for doing his job.
Yeah, but he got beat a lot too.
Diggs gets beat a lot too. Gilmore got
beat
a lot too.
Diggs' problem is he fall asleep. Like he get caught looking in the backfield a lot. His eyes be wondering. Yeah.
Look at Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones act like he just picked the best player in the draft.
Braylon Allen. That's the guy I'm talking about from Wisconsin.
I mean, Wisconsin always produce pretty good backs.
Mm-hmm. They do. So the Ravens on the clock. What do you think they would do here?
Go get Leggett if I'm Baltimore.
Right.
Go get
Cause
Leggett.
what we were screaming about during the season. Who he's throwing it to? Well, he just lost Duvernay. Right. I'm surprised they gave Rashad Bateman another contract.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bateman is more proven than Duvernay. That I will. Well, Bateman
that's true, but Bateman is so he's been a letdown. His whole career has just been a letdown.
For him to be a first round injured, pick, I agree.
Yeah, he hadn't been available, and when he has been available, he just hasn't been that guy. OBJ wasn't. What you say?
I said, knowing Baltimore, they stuck in their
offense.
They go defense.
I mean,
if they're
just
smart,
Patrick Queen.
They're smart. They go offense. You give Lamar another
Leggett.
piece. They lost 2 or 3 offensive linemen. That might be a route they go.
You remember that time when the Ravens had Anquan Boldin? Anquan Boldin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a big key to their success.
And that's the perfect example right there. Lamar Jackson needs a big body guy like Anquan Boldin. I've been saying this for months. Mike Evans would have got away. That'd been perfect for him. Michael Pittman Jr., if he would have got away, that would have been perfect for him. He needs a big guy like that can go in the middle of the field, somebody other than the tight end that can go in the middle of the field and catch it in the middle of the field. They got people that can stretch. Go ahead.
That's what he liked to do. He liked his short intermediate passes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he liked. Yeah, that's what he liked to do.
Yeah, he's accurate. Middle of the field, intermediate, very accurate.
So why not do that for him? That just blew my mind. They gave him all these speed guys and Duvernay and Bateman, but they not. He don't even. He hardly ever just take deep shots anyway.
Well, look who he gives the ball to the most.
Say,
they took defense.
Well,
Nate Clemens. I mean Nate Wiggins. Corner.
What's that corner?
Mm-hmm.
They take corner. They either take a corner, safety, or backer every year. Like how many do they need?
That is typical.
What Marlon Humphreys and they acting like Geno Stone did. Did he leave?
Yeah, I think he left.
He did leave.
Did he go to Cincinnati or something like that?
Yeah, he went somewhere else. I feel like the secondary played good last year. They had a whole bunch of injuries, but when they finally got healthy, they wasn't terrible.
I'm not shocked, man. I said this is just
they hate
this is expected, man. They put so much on Lamar. I understand they're paying him a shitload of money, but get that, and maybe they'll go wide out second round. But you have to get him a bigger. Why not trade up and go get him Brian Thomas or somebody like this? Go get him somebody.
Why that woman? Her breasts are like literally hanging out her shirt.
Who you talking about?
From the girl from they just selected Nate Wiggins. Like I don't know, that might be a sister. Like what? Why would you wear that top?
I probably. I ain't see that part.
I'm just looking like it was just there. I mean, just there. I'm like, yo.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Oh yeah, I see that. I see the
one
blue
false
hair.
Move. Yeah, one jump, one false move.
Titty everywhere, huh?
Like, come on, man. You don't wear that to the guy's draft selection. But he's a dog, though. I ain't gonna lie, Nate Wiggins, he's a dog.
Oh, yeah.
But it just blows my mind that we just see Patrick Mahomes get a weapon, another weapon. But like, oh, Lamar, we got you, Derrick Henry. Don't worry. We gonna run the ball.
And they better hope he stay healthy. Because you have seen so many running backs from Baltimore, Keegan Mitchell, all those J.K. Dobbins, all those guys, serious injuries, man. So hopefully, man, Derrick Henry don't go in there and next thing you know, he out for the year because he's hurt. Get Lamar somebody to throw it to. They can be
Well,
dependable.
look for them. They still got that young running back, that scat back
No, I'm talking about
that can
Keegan
help
Mitchell.
out there Henry.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Mitchell, Keegan Mitchell. But like we see that teams go get their quarterback help. They just need to give Lamar some help, man. It don't make no sense.
Look, I just seen across the board a wide out that's still available that's perfect for him.
Who was that?
The Coleman kid from Florida State.
Oh
You talking
yeah,
about Antoine
Keon Coleman.
Yes.
Yes.
That's something Lamar needs right there. A big physical guy like that. That's what he needs.
Dude, he's legit. He go gets the ball like that dude. He's a hard worker for sure, man. That's what he needs. Cause they were talking about him might be falling into second in New Orleans. You know, since
He'll
I'm
be
a
here.
Saints fan, y'all see the hat, the Saints hat. But we were talking about getting one of those guys in the second round.
That'd be a good
because
fit for y'all.
We lost MT. Man, Chris Olave is more of a finesse receiver. You know,
Y'all need a complimentary piece to go with Olave.
Because
Brock Bowers would have been perfect for y'all.
He would have. That's why if he would have been there, I feel like the Saints would have took him. Because Jawan Johnson, man, we were expecting big things from him, and he just didn't show up. So Brock Bowers has been perfect for us. I've been very happy with that. So the 49ers on the clock, which RC was still here. I say corner for the 49ers. RC don't think they don't have secondary problems, but I think they do. When they don't get pressure, them boys getting cooked. I mean,
let's see. I can see them going with a pass rusher or corner also. They lost Chase Young.
They lost Chase Young.
They lost
Armstead. Yep.
They lost Kinlaw.
Yep.
They still got Hargrave. I can see it being a corner. Yeah, I can see that.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot of other pass rushers right now in this round that you probably taking the top first half.
You know what? Half. Let me throw this out here too.
Receiver?
Why? Yeah. See, you read my mind. Why not go get another receiver?
I mean, they did because we saw Deebo Samuel go down. We even saw the other receiver go down. So, I mean, after that, you don't have no liable. Besides Jennings, they really don't have no liable action.
I'm looking at their additions. They brought in two defensive linemen, an end and a tackle. They brought in 2 linebackers. They brought in Devondre Campbell. That's a good pickup, and Leonard Floyd. That's a pretty good pickup. Yeah, I can see them going corner right here. Yeah, corner or wide out to help other offense a little bit more. Cooper DeJean would be a good pick for the 49ers.
Oh yeah, he's flexible. Yeah, you can line him up anywhere.
That'd be a good pick. That's it. Leggett would be a good pick for the 49ers. Man, they got some choices right here, man. This is still a good pick for the 49ers.
And what's so funny, the Bills can go either or with Leggett or Cooper DeJean on their roster.
If I'm the Bills, I'm taking Coleman or Leggett. If I'm the Bills.
Definitely. The receiver is number 1 for the Bills, for sure. The 49ers took a wide receiver from Florida, Ricky Purcell.
Oh wow. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. He's 6'1", 189. I'm about to see the highlights. I don't know who this is. Over Leggett? Over Coleman?
Okay. I mean, what do I know? Looking at
I always thought she was here.
Looking at me gambling last year. Florida offensively didn't do anything that really showed. Well, they say he was from Florida. Okay, where is he from? They talking about he's from Florida, from Arizona State.
Florida Gators.
What the fuck? Okay, so he went to Arizona. Okay, he transferred. Okay,
He
got
transferred.
you.
Okay.
I
So
don't
he
see the
transferred to
separation.
Florida or
Yeah.
he transferred to Arizona State.
He transferred to Florida. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, they looking for that Cooper Cup.
Okay,
I see
okay,
highlights.
I remember this guy. Okay, I know who this guy is now. I still don't agree with it though.
Was it? Is it a smooth route runner or something? Or
Yeah, he's more of the route running kind of a guy. He got some great hands now. I will say that. Buffalo traded they pick
again
to
to
Carolina.
the Panthers.
Yeah, thank God. Hey, let me say this: the Panthers. I don't get why y'all moved up because y'all. Oh no! I do get why y'all moved up because you want the last pick for the day and you get the first pick for tomorrow. Okay.
And that'd be
Okay, I
done.
respect that.
They probably. Oh yeah, I remember this guy now. I remember that. Yeah, I remember him. I just didn't know that was his name. I remember seeing some of
I
his
ain't never know
highlights.
his name. I always did. They always had Florida had that one wide out that could make a play. It was him.
Right.
Okay,
Huh.
shout out to Carolina Panthers to get back to get into the first round and to have a first round pick tomorrow.
What values right here for the Panthers? What I mean, they need a little bit of everything. Maybe receiver. I couldn't see them trading up that into the first to get a receiver.
You know they got DeJounte Johnson from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't hurt for them to get more weapons. They need some of everything right here. They definitely need some offense. They need some offensive weapons, bro. I wouldn't be mad if they took a while.
Anything offense.
Anything offense. The defense, they got pieces.
Well, they did lose Burns. I know they're gonna hurt.
And they got draft compensation for that, and that's fine. They didn't want to pay him.
That's kind of crazy.
So the Bills will have the first pick tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, they just
swap.
Swap places. So they didn't really give up much. So what did they see that they couldn't wait till the second round one? Yeah, like to tomorrow.
What they give up? They gave up a 6. Okay, well they gave up a 6th round pick. Okay.
But what's the difference though? If they was if they had the first, because clearly the Bills didn't want that guy.
The Bills obviously didn't. The Bills obviously don't know who they want with this pick, so I guess they traded it to Carolina. I really don't see the point of the trade, but I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
And they end up giving up a draft pick they can probably use in the later rounds.
I mean, if we want to do nothing but swaps, they swapped this pick, and I think Carolina swapped the 6th round, and Buffalo swapped the 5th round.
Okay, so they gained the 5th round and lost the 6th. Okay, here it is. The Panthers get the 6th round pick, and the Bills get their 5th round pick. That still sound like a
it's not. They could have waited. Yeah, they could have waited.
It's because with that logic, that's telling me that the Bills did not want their guy. That they came to the same conclusion that okay, we have people in different minds of who we want to take. So why not just stay in the second round one?
They lost me.
Oh man, the Panthers and the Falcons. There you go, guys.
I mean, because you want to take a 1st round pick, because if he's good, you can extend him to the 5th year option. You don't get that with the 2nd round pick and down. You don't get that 5th year option. You get that.
I was thinking about money too. Was what they had to pay? They wouldn't have to pay him much with the 2nd round.
Well, it's low. You don't pay the 30th pick the same as the 10th pick, of course. So it's not that bad, but it's just that 5th year. Like a lot of people like taking the 1st round pick because that 5th year option. It saves you an additional year to where after that 5th year you can franchise people. So these teams can hold on to you for 6-7 years without giving you big money.
Well, guys, the Panthers are ending the night with their pick. And the pick is in. All right, let's see this. Who did they want so bad in their trade? They couldn't wait till the next day.
See?
Xavier Leggett.
Yep. See, Buffalo, y'all should have stayed there and took him. That's a good pickup for the Panthers. Obviously, they wanted Leggett, but they probably could have stayed and got him tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Well, Carolina got a very good receiver that they desperately needed. So shout out to them.
He right at home. He right at home.
He sure is, man. Well, that was a fun, man. That's the end of the first round pick. NFL draft, guys. We had a great time again to see who these teams going to take. Thought my Saints did pretty good. I know Fly feel pretty good by his Colts.
Oh yeah.
I wish RC was here to express his. I already know who the heck is that.
He said he didn't care, so it really doesn't matter.
Right. It was just want to see his facial expression.
Well, we did say receiver though. We did get half of it right.
Yeah, we did. So we felt like the Bears probably won tonight, of course, with their picks. And we had a great time, man. Thank y'all for tuning in the show. Flowers, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
I'm good, man. We like I said, I like the second and third round, so we'll see what's going on tomorrow. That's where the value's at.
Yes, sir, man. And we'll be back Monday to discuss NBA. Oh, did the Lakers play tonight? They play Friday.
Yeah, can we get did they play? No, I don't think they played tonight. I think they don't play the Saturday.
Man, we got a lot to talk about the NBA. We got a lot to talk about.
There's some games.
No, they did. No, they playing right now. They playing right now.
So
the Nuggets are beating the Lakers 73 to 65. The 76ers beat the Knicks 125 to 114.
Mm-hmm.
The Magic beat the Cavaliers 121 to 83.
Okay, Magic, show me some spunk. All right.
If the Lakers go down 3-0, man, we got a lot to talk about.
No, you get the broom ready.
Oh, because they play Sunday. They'll play Sunday. So we had a lot to talk about Monday. Woo!
Man,
can't wait. Can't wait. All right, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in the show. We are out of here.
Peace.